do it.
Oh, I'm about to do it. Hold up.
Do it.
When you're sitting at home,
Oh my God.
and you're all alone, you should just tune in to the Blast Zone. Blast Zone every Wednesday at 8 p.m. where we talk about all type of things that you guys want to talk about because you're smashers. So we're talking Smash, but other things too if you want, but mostly Smash. Tune in.
That's it? That's okay. Let me go get a glass of water because I didn't get one before we started because I'm done. You guys just vamp for me.
All right, cool. Well,
All right. So anyway, welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, you got some topics? Let's go. D1, let's go.
I ordered breakfast, and I have to say, breakfast are like probably one of the best things to order at any time of day, especially even in the night too. I know a lot of people think breakfast is only supposed to be for the morning, but if you get it in the night, it's actually easier to sleep on breakfast than just like eating something super heavy. So shout outs to breakfast.
All right, I'm back. What's going on, everybody?
You know what's cool about this
Breakfast is
setup? So if I look to the left, right, I look at D1 and Bam on the thing, right? But if I look to the right, that's the only way I can see you because I have the stream up, and so I'm looking at you as well. So I'm just looking at whenever I want to talk to people. Like, well, all right, love being in the middle.
That's next level shit.
Next level shit.
Keith asked me if I should put you in the middle, and I was like, you know what? He'll want it. That's what he wants. That's all. Yep, every single time.
How do we sit during commentary?
Every time.
Do it. Lightest to darkest. All right, that's what it is.
You know what's funny? Every time I have to commentate with TK, though, there are times where I'll try to take the left in hopes that he probably forgets, but he always remembers, and he makes sure to make it a point that he always sits on the left side. I'm like, all right.
You always sit to my right because people always sit to the side that my nose ring is on. So.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, the only reason I'm doing that is because my hairline's ass, and if I sit on the left, right, straight up.
I was gonna say that, but then I was like, wait, I can't say it because
no. My hairline is ass, but for some reason it looks perfect when I'm sitting with people to the right. But if I sit on the right, then it looks like I'm the fucking Louisiana Purchase. Like, and I'm not. That's not me. It's not me, bro.
I feel like everybody's got a good and a bad side, though. Like that's not crazy. It's not that bad. I mean, I don't know. I'm starting to thin, so I kind of feel that. I got the Jack Nicholson thing going on. So
I just hit the four hems joint. I'm trying to see if I can get some of this hairline back. Probably not though. We'll see. I'm gonna give it a good college try over the year, and if I see no differences, I'm still with them. Anyway, welcome to the Blast Zone, guys. Make sure you guys put on all your questions into the Twitter where we do hashtag Blast Zone, and we read that. As you can see, it's on the screen right now. And we read those, and then we answer those. So anyway.
Yeah, so this week is mostly, honestly, just going to be question and answer because we have taken a lot of looks at the game. We've checked it out. We've seen what people are talking about. We know that people have a lot of questions from from all over the spectrum, right? Like from a casual side, from a competitive side, stages, characters, all that shit. And we want to know what you guys want to talk about. We obviously have our thoughts. The game is coming out in less than 2 days. We're at, 4 plus 20, 28 hours till the game releases.
All right, but
you know what's crazy?
Let me ask you.
You know what's nuts? The people in New Zealand at 6 a.m., 8 a.m., somewhere over there, they get to play the game.
I was this close to doing that. I was
this close to play the game early. But, just in case, because a lot of people have been messaging me, I think the general rule is you're able to stream the game legally once your region finally comes out with the game legally. That's when embargo's up. That's what it looks like it is. So
okay.
So until 12? Is that what you're saying?
I think all you guys have to do is if some of us have green screens, just make sure that when you go live, have an Australian flag behind you. Ahead of the game right there, man.
Just have the Outback and like a kangaroo or some shit.
On the stream
good day.
God, we Smash Brothers here.
Crikey, man. Crikey.
He's just playing outside in the Outback. Just big ass koala. I'm actually gonna do that for my first stream now. I'm doing it. That sounds nice.
By any means necessary, man.
Dude, I'm so sad. I was talking with TK before the stream. I'm so sad that my first stream is gonna be like 6 hours of unlocking characters. Like, my God, man.
Yeah, so I don't know if this is something we could touch on, Bam, but I heard that there was a technique that people touched on that allows people to unlock characters fast. Apparently, this technique may not be available after you get the patch.
Yeah.
Really? Is it the?
Let's talk about it though. Let's talk about it. You talking about the Sonic joint where you run and then you?
No.
Is that the close the game joint?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
What's the close the game joint?
It's like
the game, so it bypasses the 10 minutes.
Yeah, so apparently so when you unlock a character, you can only unlock one every 10 minutes. So what you do is you unlock a character, turn the game off, turn it back on, and then but apparently you can do that with language options too. If you go into the language and set it to like Russian, then fight somebody, the timer resets. People are figuring out all these exploits. It's crazy.
That sounds cool.
Why are you so shocked?
I didn't know any about this.
Literally what I was telling you.
For real.
You didn't tell me
All
this
right,
in
there we
detail.
go. We're good.
But apparently that has been patched.
That was what the 400 megs was? I saw the patch was 400 megabytes. I was like, what the hell could that be?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Sakurai says, you know what? I put this out to see if y'all gonna figure some shit out, and y'all figure some shit out, so I know exactly what to do to ruin your day one tournament.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fox.
Yeah, he said screw your day one tournaments, dude.
He's getting rid of that.
In shambles.
Dude, those poor VGBC is literally paying people to unlock characters for them because there's too many setups. It's gonna be insane. I don't know how they're gonna do it.
Yeah, and I know the guys at gaming generations are probably not too happy to hear if the patch actually takes that out. It's gonna make it harder for them when they wanted to unlock characters in Smash 4. They did All-Star mode. Apparently, All-Star mode was the fastest way for them.
Really?
That's what they said, yeah. Because they tested a whole bunch of methods, and they said All-Star mode, they had it down to a science.
Weird. Okay, because all the stuff I've read online is like, they don't know. Like, it's like, do these classic modes we think. You know what I mean? Like, nobody has
That's what I heard.
We don't know.
That's why I'm trying to figure out what it actually is, man.
I mean, I'd be down to try a classic mode so I could, see what it's like to, it's probably like a unique experience each time, especially since Sakurai hinted when he played as Ryu that it's like stamina or something. So I wonder how it is for every single character. Like, are they going to be like specific bosses for each character? We shall see.
Yeah.
Okay. So apparently, I guess you're saying that the restarting the game still resets the 10-minute unlock timer.
Yeah, let's go, Storm of Thunder.
Thank goodness.
So
Wait a
that's
minute.
still in.
Oh wait, so he already got the day one patch.
How did he get the day one patch?
Yeah, how would he get the day one patch before the day one?
I mean,
Whoa! How did? What? Is he allowed to show that? Oh, I'm gonna get banned. Like, he got me banned. What the heck?
It's over.
He just showed porn on my stream. Like, all right, you got it. It's over.
That's what we're doing right now, bro.
All right, well, my channel's dead.
you're all banned.
Jesus. All right. Well, I saw a bunch of people have the game, and I'm wondering how they got it, because like I feel like a lot of it is just like mom and pop shops, right? Just like breaking street date, just cause.
Yep.
That's what it is, right? Okay.
Yeah, D1, how did you get
in
it?
New York City? I would have like a core group of friends every time. We probably wouldn't talk for a while, right? But the moment a highly anticipated game is out, they would form a group thread with all the fiends. Yo, by the way, this spot has this game, and if this spot runs out, there's this other spot like 10 blocks down. All you got to do is take the train to this spot and transfer to here. And we're like, damn. And we'd run into all the fiends at different spots. Yo, you got the game? Yeah. They'll take pictures, tag each other. Yeah, we got the game. Or they'll just post it in a group chat. So now that I live here in LA,
GameStop's been doing it too. Hold up.
dude,
Let me find out. Man,
You gotta know somebody.
Yeah, you gotta know someone.
Yeah, you
like,
gotta know somebody paid on their
know, man.
pool or something.
Yeah.
They can't just be rolling out just.
Listen, fucking. My girlfriend works at GameStop, and we are cool with her boss. And that man's definitely not trying to give me that game early, though. He knows I be doing this shit. He be like, "How was the tournament?" Blah blah blah. He knew me before we even met, and then I was like, "Hey man, let's say you drop that ultimate in my backpack, around 9 p.m." He was like, "Well, Nintendo hasn't said they're gonna do a 9 p.m. release, which apparently Nintendo like almost never does that." So,
Well,
rip.
are they still doing midnight though?
They're still doing midnight, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I need that 9 p.m. dog.
That's weird that they can specify which one they do. I thought that would be up to GameStop.
It's
but I
not.
guess not.
No, it's up to the developer. So, and,
Huh.
Nintendo really don't be. You know what I'm saying? Like all the hype games that I got for Nintendo so far, I don't think I've ever got a 9 PM release. Like when XTX came out, when Xenoblade Chronicles 2 came out, Smash, both of those. Like I went to the release tournament that they had for Brawl in 2008.
Yeah.
But it was still at midnight, so Nintendo's just not about that shit.
For me, it would be 9 p.m. though, because I live on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. You lucky duck. Damn, that's crazy. I've been seeing a lot of shit about like all the rule set stuff and the Fountain of Dreams and WarioWare and all that stuff. Do you guys care about any of that, or is it just like I want to let the TOs settle it. I don't really care. You know what I mean? It's like just put something in front of me. I'll talk about it.
I think that like
I'll let TK go.
I put the Fountain of Dreams conversation like basically if we were doing that thing where it was like we're gonna have hazards on or hazards off and like that's it. The Fountain of Dreams conversation became is Fountain of Dreams better than Project Pokemon Stadium 2 or not? And it's not. Like it's just not. Like that's just not gonna happen. However, no, it is not. That is the most standard and good stage. Pokemon Stadium 2 no hazards. Like
I think it's hard to compare the two.
That sounds like a PM player opinion.
So, wait.
Don't you play PM? Hello, what happened to the secret games?
Yo.
Yes, D1.
Let me hop in. So we don't know what's gonna happen with Fountain of Dreams as far as the frame, the frame drops are concerned.
I have heard of
the actual reason why we've been like having issues. First, it was a matter of we have a lot of triplats.
Yeah.
So how many Battlefield babies are we going to have allowed on a stage where if you're facing someone in tournament who has a character that benefits greatly off of triplats, if you get rid of one, they're probably just going to go to the other. So that's why some TOs were a little shaky on having Fountain of Dreams legal. But then, somebody came out of nowhere was like, yo, by the way, we actually have frame drops of Fountain of Dreams. And when I saw that, a tear came down my eye. But at the same time, I thought, you know what? I mean, y'all are upset about the fact that we may not see the stage, but guess what? Wait a second. ConCon confirmed it. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
with him too.
ConCon apparently just confirmed, ladies and gentlemen, that Fountain of Dreams is now saved. And now I guess the discussion about whether or not we should have multiple triplats being legal in a hazards off environment is now continued.
Do you think so though? Because like he said that he tested it with like 5 ices, but I feel like that shit is gonna pop up in the middle of nowhere, like at winter semis somewhere. On FOD, and it just drops to 15 FPS. I'm saying that shit's gonna happen out of nowhere, and it's gonna piss everybody off. Anyway,
apparently he did it with 5 ice climbers.
All right, that's wild. But anyway, what I'm telling you is that it really comes down to that. People either want Final Destination or you want PS2 because like.
Wait,
Fountain of Dreams. Because Fountain of Dreams Hazards Off is a great stage. It's not a triplat anymore.
PS2 sucks.
It's not a triplat anymore in the way that it's like a traditional triplat. The fucking platforms go in and out, and that's great. But Hazards On, it's a regular ass triplat, and we already have like 5 of those, so we don't need it in place of PS2.
That's what you're saying. So what TK is saying, guys, if you don't get it, is either we go to a Hazards On environment where we get the pure version of Fountain of Dreams. Or we could actually just get Hazards Off PS2,
right?
Where people may potentially take off FOD in a Hazards Off environment because of the multiple triplats. But I mean, because of the fact that there's a triplat. But some people have been saying that the triplats aren't even the same when you compare them across, from like Battlefield to
I mean, they're never going to be the same. Like we learned that between Battlefield and Dreamland, different platform heights. However,
and Yoshi's Story and Hazards Off apparently brings food. I remember talking to Champ about it.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Stridey.
Wait. Yoshi's Story? The one with the elephant.
No. Wait. You talking about the one with the one platform? As in Brawl?
No, Yoshi's Story, Melee. Where
Melee.
Food shows up on that stage?
I feel like they were talking about Yoshi's Island Brawl. It's Melee? That's crazy. Okay, that's crazy.
I have not seen it.
I've never seen the food show up, by the way.
I was going to say, I've watched a lot of footage, and I never saw any food show up on that stage. So
we've watched a lot of footage too, so we're confused.
Yeah, that's okay.
But people said with items...
All right, but like, let me get back to the main point, all right?
Even with items off, people have claimed they've seen it.
All I'm saying is,
but I have never seen it.
Bro, 6% isn't changing anything anyway. I'm gonna eat that fucking grape. I don't care.
What the fuck? All I'm saying is that at the end of the day, that's what it came down to. It was basically PS2 versus FOD. Now, if we're doing a mixed stage list, lit. Like, I'm down for that. However, we've been talking about the logistics of that shit for a long time. People are gonna fuck up, and then we're gonna have like a crazy ass situation where someone's gonna be like, well, he fucked up, he should lose this game, and then it's gonna be like, well, what do the TOs do now? So
same thing forever. Yeah.
Right. Whatever decision the TO makes, he's gonna get shit from one of the other sides. Like, wow, man, it was in the first 30 seconds, it doesn't matter. Or wow, dude, he lost that first stock in that first 30 seconds before it happened. They shouldn't have to replay. So it's a lot of it's logistic shit. And if for some reason there's an easy way to make hazards on, hazard off, or a hybrid thing work, then I'm all for it. But if there's not, then we need to pick one or the other.
I think for now, we should all encourage TOs to just do whatever they want, so that we have a lot of different case studies.
Yeah.
And from there, we could make a logical, conclusion with what would be the most sensible rule set. The most feasible, the best rule set with the most competitive integrity in mind, moving forward for a tournament of the size of a Genesis, right? So right now, this is all just testing grounds. But I was gonna say, TK and Coney, somebody asked, damn, is High% no longer the only Smash podcast on the internet?
You know what? We're trying to start another one. High% is the only Super Smash Brothers podcast on the internet. This is just a test. We're trying to figure something out.
This isn't a podcast. This is just a talk show.
It's just a talk show, yeah.
So anyway, I have another one. Okay. So you remember how we liked Smashville for 18 years, right? And then out of nowhere, everyone decided to hate Smashville. Y'all fake.
Yeah, they are fake.
Y'all fake as hell, dog.
With shiny new graphics and music.
Y'all fake, bro. We love Smashville from the inception in Brawl till now, and out of nowhere, everyone's like, you know what? Honestly, though, Smashville's not even a neutral. Shut up, all right? Just because you got carried off one time for being in a bad position against Ness does not mean that's not a neutral. Like, if the platform's behind you, all right, and you know you're gonna get grabbed by Ness and killed, fucking jump. Like, what? That's your fault. You died because you didn't want to move. Like, that's your fault.
I would call those stages starters instead of neutrals. I feel like it's a better way to call it, because of the fact that with so many different, you know what I'm saying? Here's why I say this, because there's so many different characters who actually can benefit on these starter stages, to the point where when you call it neutral, it's like, are y'all both really at an equal advantage though?
Yeah, that's good. I'll say starter.
Neutral.
I'll say starter.
We all know that, right?
Yeah, starters is way better.
But regardless, Smashville's still a starter, okay? And
always.
So was Town and City, but whatever.
Are you okay with hazardless Smashville?
No.
I need the platform to move. The platform not moving. It's baby Yoshi's Island. It's baby Yoshi's Island. That's all it is.
But you want PS2, right? Hazardless PS2.
I don't want PS2. Fuck a PS2.
Listen, if we're gonna have one platform,
get PS2 out of my games.
If we're gonna have one platform sitting there, assuming that Sonic can't do that bullshit that he was doing in Smash with the whole invincible spin dash across the thing in Yoshi's Island Brawl, if that's not in the game anymore, that should be the one platform stage. I love Yoshi's Island Brawl outside of playing against Sonic.
I have seen some shit with the slants with a bunch of characters. It's not but Corrin. Have you guys? Yeah,
so
and
that's the whole thing. Yes.
It's weird. There's a lot of weird stuff, and there's weird setups that characters can do. So K. Rool can't use the inhale, but if you hit it at a slant, then you get the ball right away. So you just go boom, boom, and you can get a setup off it. It's kind of neat. So.
All right, well, you know what?
Whoa, where did you see that, man? I didn't see that on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I saw it on Twitter. I'll try to find I'll find it. I lost it. The guy only has 20 followers. What do you want me to say? Sorry. It's a private account. It's a private account.
Cops!
I ain't never seen it. No, I've been scouring Twitter. I ain't seen that shit. No, dude.
I'm in the K. Rool Discord, thanks.
Where's that from?
That was so fast.
That's funny.
I'm just saying y'all better be banning Lilat against K. Rool. I'm just throwing out.
Anyway, there's a lot of lame shit in this game right now. I've seen Incineroar kill people at 0. You know what I'm saying? From doing down tilt up B and then just whatever. So I wouldn't say that Ness being able to, if he can't even do it anymore, being able to do down throw 40 to KO because Smashville platform is an unfavorable position for you is broken enough to not say that Smashville is not a starter anymore. Anyway.
That's it.
To get into the K Rool Discord, I had to eat 30 bananas at once. It was disgusting.
Wait, is there really an application?
No.
I was about to say, man, because Carol kind of looking nice. Anyway,
I heard there was one for the show Discord though.
Yes, there is.
I heard they make you write an essay.
Yep, that's where it all comes from.
wow.
Yeah, that's real life.
Disgusting.
Actual real life.
But what would you do if you were Shoke and you had the Monado? What is your favorite Monado? It's like my favorite art is Smash.
See, that's why I love the Greninjas, man. Like they just told me like, hey man, we saw some footage of you playing Greninja, so we wanted to invite you in here. We like the Greninja.
Yeah, I wonder why.
All right, so here we go, guys.
I wonder why would they invite D1 into their Discord? I wonder. It must be very nice people. Yeah, definitely. That's all it is. Yeah.
Yeah, you already saw D1. I don't know if you guys saw, but I hope y'all clipped that D1 flex when he just kind of held the game up because we don't have it. That was an Omega D1 Nintendo flex right there. 8th level Shimada flex. The
Jumpman flex. That's nasty.
Yo, guys, this guy named Dark Dreamer Lunar went, what's your take on banning people who are toxic on the net and dicking to people online like the people who give death threats over Bayo or Stitch? I don't know who Stitch is, but could you help me? What's that?
Who's Stitch?
Wait, are you reading the Blast Zone chat or the Blast Zone Twitter? All right, are we getting Twitter right now? Is that what we're doing?
Whenever I feel like I wanted to bring up a new cool topic.
All right,
That's not how it works here at Blast Zone. Okay, take this show. All right, this is what happens. Okay, all right. I'm saying, I want to talk about something else. It's not about you right now. What we're gonna do? We're gonna start from the bottom and go all the way to the top until we're out of questions. All right. Let me just pull in questions. What is this? All right. Anyway,
I didn't even hear the question, really.
Questions. Let's get into the question, guys.
That was actually a question only to me. Sorry. I read a question that somebody only sent to me, and it wasn't a Blast Zone.
Oh, they only sent it to you?
Yeah.
Then I'm not answering it. That question wasn't to me.
You should have put Blast Zone in it. Next,
I'm not saying shit.
If you want to get your thing answered here, you put the hashtag Blast Zone in your tweet. Don't even have to add us. Just put the hashtag Blast Zone. All right, let's get it.
All right, let's go. Question the first. Let's see. DK says, why is Alpha Skin not an Echo Fighter, and why is Dark Pit an Echo Fighter, not a skin? I don't fucking know. I don't know the difference between the pits, except one can angle their arrows. That's it. That's all I know.
And one has stronger arrows.
And don't forget the side Bs. One has greater horizontal knockback with Dark Pit, Black Pit in Japan, and White Pit has the vertical knockback.
Yes.
Damn.
That's
it's
hit you with the refrigerator.
And the taunts.
Yeah. Warrior.
It's like a it's their F tilt, it's their arrows and their side B.
I missed the side B from Brawl, man.
Yeah. So I don't know why, but out of nowhere, Sakurai decided this is the one thing I want to fuck up for Dark Pit, and his F tilt isn't strong.
Oh really?
That's
yes. I don't know. It was the weirdest thing.
What about an ultimate?
I don't know about ultimate, but in Brawl or Smash 4, his F tilt was ass. So.
All right. Tux says, which Inkling color is the best, and why is it the male green one? It's the blue one with the jellyfish shirt. Period.
That one is pretty godlike.
That one's so nice. With the glasses, that's the hot one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes. The glasses is kind of clean.
I like first the male green one, and then the
I feel like the green
girl
one everybody
purple
would
one.
like.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's free.
Standard.
But the blue one with the glasses caught me off guard.
That
crazy.
one's nice. I was hoping that there was like a red one, but I guess that's like blood. They don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I get it.
It's a little weird. But the one with the glasses, I'll tell you right now, you would catch them at the Grove buying some new threads.
Free.
Yeah, definitely. And you'd have people holding his bag.
He's on a flight to Amsterdam right now.
Actually,
100%.
yes. 100%.
That's my boy. All right.
Jacuzzi in the house.
Coke says, I see a lot of requests for characters, but I hardly see any requests for tracks. What bangers do you want added to the game to represent one of your favorite lesser-known Nintendo games? So what songs you want in the game?
What is Final Fantasy VII in actual more tracks?
Yeah, aren't there no new tracks in the game?
Yeah, I think they only have 2. So I mean,
That's
even if they didn't use Final Fantasy VII, I would like to at least do that. Use that Final Fantasy 15, like that battle track. That shit is lit.
Yeah.
But I mean, whatever, man. I guess it's probably licensed and stuff. It's not hard to get that.
I'll let you know. For me, I'm kind of old school. I would love to hear, get some more love from Square. like Mario RPG or Chrono Trigger music even.
Oh, Chrono Trigger would be sick.
And Mario RPG.
Yeah,
All right.
Chrono Trigger.
And Mario
Yeah,
RPG.
Chrono Trigger.
All right, TKbreezy, opinion?
On Chrono Trigger?
Music.
Music!
Did I not just say Final Fantasy 15?
I try to just get the camera.
Oh, okay. Try to jam me. Okay.
No, I try to jam Bam!
Jam.
You jam two people at once. I can imagine the level of like, what if somebody data mines the next game, like the DLC, and you hear that, and like people are gonna lose their fucking minds. Like if you don't know what the character is, but then you hear that joint, like, oh my god.
I would die. But you know what? Like two things that I really would like for Smash is like Gino and Sora. Because honestly, Square, can we get more love? God damn it.
Sora,
anyway,
man, I need Sora. I'm sorry, dude. I don't care what anyone says. I need Sora.
They might need to pull a rabbit out of their hat. I hear Square is like struggling right now, like they're hurting. So like they might need to do stuff like that to get their,
I think it's a move for them. Yeah, man.
I think it's a move for them.
Also, I think because of the fact that there's one particular franchise that was really, really popular in gaming and introduced a lot of young people to gaming to the point where it actually has its own convention too in the South, Minecraft. We should have our boy Steve actually be in the game, as it would introduce like a lot of kids who still play with their Game Boy Advance SPs because they can't afford 3DSs.
I actually would be down for him just specifically for what Minecraft has done for the community at large and for gaming at large. I think the same thing. Like what
I can't tell if y'all are being serious right now.
No, I'm being serious. I honestly think that it was
I unironically think Minecraft, like Steve, because like you gotta remember, Minecraft is now like the second best-selling game of all time or something like that. Like it's monumental.
Yes, it is.
I want to see it. Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at gaming education platforms, like people are using, like a lot of times, it's primarily Minecraft.
I wanted that Fortnite character straight up. Like I'm still thinking about that.
All right, I was kidding. So anyway, we should have a Fortnite character like TK.
I still want that, man. Just for the clap, dude.
You don't want the Fortnite character when he beats you in tournament, because the whole stadium's gonna be dancing as soon as you.
Oh,
that shit. A whole stadium full of those people.
Not even a day. It just.
I saw people L dance at TwitchCon. It was crazy.
I was so mad.
I'm telling you, add Fortnite as a character, just named Fortnite, not Jonesy, just Fortnite.
Fortnite.
It's so good. All right, Mr. Wonderful says, Mr. Concon says version 1.1 fixed frame drops on FOD. Do you think Fountain, and to a lesser extent Hazards on Smashville, are worth running mixed Hazards? I do. I don't think mixing Hazards is that big a deal, considering
Did he say Hazards on? Oh,
yeah,
Hazards on Smashville. Okay.
So the platform.
Right. People are really trying to take that away, huh?
No, I mean, because it's like, so the issue is, like, on random, I know that you can do hazards and hazardless, right? So you can do it mixed there. But in terms of the logistics for a tournament, that means someone will have to go back and forth putting on hazard for something, hazardless for other thing. And that creates a logistical issue there.
I think, so like what Matt's talking about is that with a lot of new people coming into the scene, like the 0.9 situation is an exception, but it's also a reality that, people may overlook something going into a match. Like, hey, I forgot to click hazardless Smashville. I'm in the middle of the match against my opponent. Never realized it, but wait a second. The platform actually was moving the entire time, and it's supposed to be hazards off. Let's redo the match. Nah, dude, I won. Champ, what should I do? Like what's going to happen there, dude? So it's, but I also agree that it is easy. And this goes back to me saying we need to have more case studies, let every TO have their own rule set so that everybody will have sick write-ups letting us know how did the people who know about Smash deal with it? Were there a lot of mistakes? And how did the uninitiated, like the people who are presumed non-endemics that never knew about Smash but came into it fresh, how did they deal with these kind of rule sets? Are they too convoluted? Should we make it simpler? Yada, 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 yada.
Yeah, and I see people in the chat saying, like, how can you not notice? But you guys got to remember, our goal with these games, especially early on, is to make it as easy as possible to compete. That's why we don't ban characters. That's why we don't do anything. That's one of the biggest reasons we don't ban characters. But, like, we don't want to create any barriers that stop people from just coming in and playing the game. That was a big deal with the Miis, because you got to create the character. You got to change them. That's why they just have banned them outright. So I get it, but at the same time, on Smashville, you should be able to tell right away whether that platform is going to keep going or not. On Fountain of Dreams, it's a little different, but I agree that
Pokemon is the real reason. It's just like 45, 50 seconds pass, and then it transforms.
Yeah.
And I maybe somehow taking your first stock, like then I got to restart just because you didn't check the rules or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that would suck.
I wish Sakurai just allowed us to have a hazards on, hazards off toggle in the main screen. Like it's kind of annoying that it's cool that we're able to do normal version of the stage and then a battlefield version and then an Omega version, right? The FD, but not hazards off. Like he could have literally just allowed us to press one more button, like I don't know, Z or something to turn off hazards. But instead, that would have been nice. Yeah, but instead we're gonna have to like create 2 rule sets and then just let people know, like, hey, if you want to use the one version of the stage, we're just gonna name it hazards on and then name this one hazards off. When the match ends, you press B again to go back to the menu area, and then you just choose hazards on or hazards off after you guys finally finish talking about your bans. And since there are gonna be so many stages available in the beginning, I wonder if TOs are gonna have like a little printout of what stages are available. Because some people, might think Woohoo is available and they might try to use the slopes or whatever.
Yeah. All right. Michael Tinker, you know who you are. With how much larger an install base this game is going to have as opposed to Smash 4, what are your thoughts on how to get them into the tourney scene? I'm going to let D1 answer that because he's been very good at that. So Smash is going to have a huge install base because everybody owns a Switch and everybody's going to get it. How do we get those people into a tournament scene if they're interested? We obviously don't want people to like go to tournaments if they're not into it, if they want to stay on the casual side, but how do you reach those people?
I feel like one of the main things that we can do as tournament community leaders is to just like try to put out there the fact that there's information available for you if you want to learn how to play the game. A lot of people tell me when they want to learn about the game, how do I play Smash? I want to get into Smash. I've seen, all the other Smash games, and I never really got into it. I don't quite understand Smash. What should I do to get into Smash? And I feel one of the things that I've done, first and foremost, is to link to them their own local scene. Like, like there's I could actually find it for you guys right now, but on the Smash Bros. Subreddit, you can find local scenes in your region and connect with people who are in your region. And from there, you can ask the pertinent questions. What are the tournaments that are close to me? Who's available for Smash sessions? This, that, and the third. Like, that's the first biggest step that one can take. At least letting someone know if there's a Smash community in their area. And from there, they can get all the resources at their disposal, Yeah.
I think Xanadu's trying to make big pushes for that too, because there's obviously I think it's up to the local scenes, particularly like the local venues, weekly stuff like that, to really push as much as they can out to local communities, and if that means like reaching out to like colleges, that's a big source.
Yes, back in the day, when I was in New York City, I actually remember going to a lot of college campuses for Smash to play with homies, and then if people ask me questions, I'll let them know, yo, we have locals at this area. Come check it out every Friday at this time. Oh, cool, thanks. And other people, instead of doing flyers are too big. Maybe some people might not want to have that. Make a business card. Somebody actually reached out to me a day or two ago, showed me during my stream that, hey, for my Florida scene, on the front, he had the logo of the Florida scene, and on the back, it showed every single local that happens in that region and where and what time the events happen. So that's crazy. So like if you're trying to find something in your area, you could have a little mini business card, and you could just like keep people informed. Yeah. But yeah, to all the people who are new, you could literally go on Facebook, type a name of a region, and add the word Smash, Smash Bros, Smash Ultimate, and you will most likely find something in that area. Like I've constantly looked for different scenes. Every time I'm in a new region, I'll type name of region and Smash Bros, Smash Ultimate, whatever, and it would pull up something Smash Brothers related. And if not, like if it's not the right group, I'll ask somebody in the group, hey, do you know any, like if it's a Melee group and I'm looking for Smash 4, do you guys know if there's a Smash 4 group? Yeah, let me point you in the right direction. So
yeah, and then I also think too, one of the main things is like, first off, obviously they need to be aware that these things exist, right? But also another thing that we need to look at is the retention, because you have a lot of people, like even I have some of my friends, like they're still casuals, but they've at least at one point in time stopped by a tournament or went to one kind of tournament, you know, whether it be on a college campus, whether it be just like some one random local and stuff as well too. And a lot of those people they're the ones who are on the fence, right? They're the people that if they just met that one person that kind of like showed them a little bit more of the game, if they were able to play like a couple more friendlies, maybe they would see how far it goes and actually stay into the scene. You know, so it's not just about having these people there, but like it's about empowering like locals to be in a space where people are representatives, and that comes down to like our, like, you know, the commentators, you know, the people assisting with the TL, all staff, people being welcoming, and also like showcasing people, here, you can go here. Hey, these people, like, you know, they may do fest here, they do this and that. So it's like not just reaching out, but also giving them a capacity in which they can actually learn the game, or at least play it, you know, with cool people, and then actually stay and move forward from there. Because you have a lot of scenes where they may have people and people are aware of it, but what happens is people come in, and then because the core people in the community are not really being there and not being supportive, then they dip out. The turnover rate is insane. You know, you have that happening in NorCal as far as like Soul Calibur and a couple other games right now, and this is like you get a lot of people where they go to these scenes and like people just like, they don't want to help them, they don't want to show them stuff, and because of that, they never go anywhere.
Yeah, I agree with Bam. We got to be fighting with people and willing to teach people to like, I'm not saying hand holding and, you know, start singing Kumbaya or stuff like that, but just understand that, you know, you need to the older we get and the more experience we get in the scene, even if we may want to stay to ourselves and not like mingle with other people, if we learn or if somebody comes to us and makes it known to us that they're new to the scene, like do whatever we can within our power to try to leave a good impression on them for them to want to stay. Because I've had a lot of stories where people have actually met me, were fans of my work, your work, Coney, TK, you know, Bam, and they see us then after being inspired by us, and the fact that we were open, you know, and like friendly to them, they in turn became like somebody who could give back to the community in some way, right? Like they could probably become a new TO in their region if they moved and went to another area, or if they came to a premiere and saw us and they're like, you know what, I'm inspired to become a TO in my local region, or I want to create content, or I want to, you know, maybe I have capital and I want to invest in Smash in some major way, you know, stuff like that. Like, you may never know who you're speaking to, so it's always good to just try to, you know, extend and let everybody who, you know, who shows a genuine interest in the scene feel welcome.
As a lot of ways to participate, definitely. Dinner Pants says, do you think the coaching conversation is going to get brought back in Ultimate's lifetime? If so, where do you side?
Coaching's hype.
It's definitely coming back. It's never going away. And I think that with certain coaches getting legitimacy, so like Pierce just got picked up by Tempo, that's kind of leaning toward, if you see the best player in the world potentially getting it, then other players are going to pick it up and other players are going to pick it. So I think that might be a thing.
Did he mean, are you sure he didn't mean like coaching in a set?
I think that's what he meant. Yeah. Like mid-set coaching.
No, I mean, oh, okay. Well, yeah, because you're talking about, like, you went above and beyond with that. But, because, I mean, Pierce is going to be a coach regardless of mid-set coaching or not. But
right, but I'm saying him being there, I don't, you know, I think that more and more people would say, how much is he offering to Zero's play? Can we allow mid-set coaching? True. You know what I mean? I think it's like, it's a conversation that's never going to die. So you don't like mid-set coaching?
Mid-set coaching is ass. I think that the only time it was acceptable was at Royal Flush when Zero lost the first set to Mr. R, and then he went to go get coached and then won the second set, and people were like, wow, no mid-set coaching. Those are two different sets, and you know that. But if it was anyone else that wasn't Zero at the time, no one would have said shit. But Yeah, that's pretty much the only time.
Oh,
I
by
think
mid-set
that.
you mean like between games, not
Yeah, like I don't if I lose game
yeah,
one and then Pink Fresh comes over and he's like, yo, you gotta do this, and then I win game 2 and 3, then you know what I'm saying.
But between different sets, I got you.
Yeah,
because you
but
can't
between
stop that
different sets.
anyway. Like
Yeah, like if you're allowed to take that break. If we're in grand finals and I'm in winners and I lose that set is over, and now we're in a second set, and that doesn't count as a full set. So I'm allowed to go and take a 5-minute break or go talk to my coach or whatever between that. But other than that, if it's just between game 1 and 2 or game 2 and 3, then I think you once you get into the game, it's what you bring to the table versus what they bring to the table.
I got you. D1 said it's hype though. D1,
I
what do you think?
don't know. So that's all I said, but I wanted let me expound. As exciting as it is to see a match happen and then the player retreat towards their coach, or the coach hops on stage, it can add to a set, like as far as like how long the set can last for. And certain events, I don't think like from what I saw, many TOs were against just having players in the middle of the set like take a break and run off. And what if they may not have a coach right there, but they're looking at their phone, like stuff like that. And then you're gonna have to impose a time limit, and it just makes things even more complicated. So maybe initially when I first saw it, it allowed me to just like on the fly improvise my commentary and just like come up with some crazy stuff with like TK. But at the end of the day, I think it's probably best that it just stays to maybe like before the match.
Yeah.
Because as hype as it is, it's not good in the long run. If you're if you want me to give you a serious answer.
But the only time I remember that shit being hype was it's for the memes, dog. Remember when Zero?
For the memes.
The Zenodo shit.
No, it was at the 2GG like finale shit when Zero was playing against fucking Leo, and he had like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen on his side. It was and Mr. R all over there, and then Leo was just like this 6-year-old kid that's like, yeah, I'm just trying to play, dog.
Yeah, dude.
That's
I remember
pretty
that.
good.
Oh, that was good time. That was good
nice.
times.
Is that at the mid-set coaching, even though ultimately I feel like it's not really needed, it does open up the avenue of other positions and other opportunities that people can take to be a part of the scene. A lot of times where people who try to coach in general, like that space doesn't really, people just look at it almost like a joke, really, until like you really actually see those coaches on stage and actually seeing them like interact with the players and seeing like, oh, these players are actually learning from people. Oh, this is something that I can actually do to have like a position or something in the scene. Kind of similar to the idea of like, you can hear people talk about being an analyst all day, but until you have an actual analyst desk in which they're actually doing something, then that's something where it's like, oh, okay, there is like
Dexter so big, dog?
I don't know. You see that? He's acting real.
Dexter is fucking huge now.
He's a fat ass animal. Yes.
Anyway, go ahead, Bam.
No, your cat's amazing.
No, he's fat as hell. All right, Randy Abron said about the Fountain of Dreams frame rate from ConCon. We talked about it before. I hope it's legal. I like the stage, but we'll see. Straw Hat says worst character in the game. It's early to call, but I got money on either Brawler or Bowser Jr. because I haven't seen anything from those dudes.
Yeah, I've been saying Incineroar for a long time, but I think it's
No.
only because that's only because I forgot that Brawler existed. Not Brawler, but Bowser Jr. existed. I've seen nothing for him. I think Incineroar is still pretty bad.
No, dude. Okay,
No,
so
no,
no.
Listen. I think that Incineroar is going to have some wild fucking first to like 1 to 3 month jank, and then he's just not going to be in the meta anymore. That's how I feel. I could be wrong, and I hope
you
I
are wrong. I thought so, dude. I thought so too. We'll talk after. He's real. Incineroar is real.
How do you know that though? How do you know that?
I've watched a lot of footage. He's real.
I feel like a lot of characters on stage, just because they might have whack recovery, some of them may still have some tech. Like Crom looking fun, man. I love that character, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
No. See, the thing about Crom is that he still has other shit. Like, Crom is fast and he has good combos and all that good shit. Incineroar is slow. He has very predictable fucking like approaches, and his recovery is ass. That's why I think he's bad. However, I'm not saying he's bad to the point where I don't want to check him out. I want to play him. He looks fun. However, people are like telling me shit like this. Look at this. We sent cross chop kills to 0. If you know And again, in a situation, if you get hit by a down tilt at the edge and you'll die to a cross chop, fucking jump or roll in.
No, because you know that shit didn't happen with Brawler. It's like, don't get grabbed at the ledge at 20 and you won't get upbeat. People didn't care.
That's different.
But I promise you,
it's not a throw though.
No, it is a throw. It's down throw. You can set it up a down throw.
I thought it was down throw.
It is down tilt, but it's also down throw. I'm telling you, bro, I understand why you don't think Incineroar is real. I didn't think so either. Wait until Saturday. Wait till Saturday. I promise you, he's real.
Incineroar is good. There's footage.
First of all, Saturday doesn't fucking count because all y'all had the game for 47 million years, and I'm not gonna act like, oh man, I lost to this guy. He's really good at the game, bro. I'm coming in with 24 hours experience, if that. All y'all here for years. Fuck out of here.
What?
I'm
dog, man. Come on, man.
The entire NBVA has played this shit. All right, and I want to
now hold on.
Nah, bro. I'm ratting on everybody.
Hold it right there.
To play with that pro controller. FBI.
All right, the people that have played in MDVA are Seagull Joe.
Okay.
And ZD. And ZD. That's it. Seagull Joe and ZD. That's what.
Exposed.
You're just gonna lie to me right now.
I'm just saying, Incineroar is a real character. The worst character is Brawler or Bowser Jr. I'm telling you.
Lie to me right now, live on Blast Zone.
I'm looking you right in the eye. You can't tell, but I'm looking you right in the eye, and I'm telling you.
All right. So I'm just let you know, Nature in that little group, I know they've all played. Nature, the Vanilla Thunderbolt,
he's just outing everybody. Like,
I'm outing everyone. What's Seagull Jr., the Falco player? You know he's played.
Osiris.
He's played. You know
Seagull
he's played.
Jr.
Bro, fuck out of here. Y'all not gonna act like, and they're gonna take this shit to heart, man. I lost to Osiris one time and he came on my channel after never being in my channel to say we're 1-1. Who the fuck cares, bro?
That's why he's Seagull Jr. That's what it is. That's a Seagull thing to do.
Oh my god.
All right.
And the funny thing is, like, I lost to him while playing Falco, who I didn't make, and it was game 3. Write it all down. I want all these people eradicated.
Well,
I want all these people eradicated.
We'll see, but I'm just saying the answer to your question before we
What
got
up,
so
Apostle?
crazy off track. Bowser Jr. That's your answer. There you go.
Yeah, all right, cool, man.
Who you picking, Bam?
Yeah, man.
Bam,
you know who
who
made
you
a good video about that, man? Fucking Larry. Remember when he was like, "Oh, I can't believe you guys, all these people over here lying about the integrity of Smash, and oh, you know, Sakurai, you guys are hurting his feelings, bro. I can't believe that y'all would take his hard-earned work and get it for free and play early like you're disrespect." Y'all got Ultimate though? You got
the video? Oh yeah,
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Quality.
Yeah, bro. All right. Anyway.
Okay.
Who
do you think is that?
So, you know,
Quick answer. Who is it?
I feel
Off
like
the top.
Robin. Okay, yeah. So
Robin?
Robin and Bowser. Yeah. So Robin and Bowser Jr. I think are characters that, at least right now, I think are ass. That being said, movement got buffed, and the clown cart, it also has like more options now. So now it's like closer to kind of being like how Sonic Spin Dash is, where it's like more of a stance. I see it more as a stance.
D1 not about to do this in my channel. One second. He's getting cut out.
Did you see the?
Wait to watch my stream. You're gonna see what happens when you show that shit on my stream.
Did you see all that shit that the Robins are talking about though?
Shut it down.
looking at the characters.
Shut it down. I was looking. Did you see all the Robins are talking about though?
You see the what?
All the shit the Robins are talking about, because like to me, I think Robin's also still gonna be ass, but some of the Robins are like, nah, bro, because now you can do this. And what apparently is Thorn is apparently super busted now, like the full charge Thorn.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Busted now. And then Levin Sword Nair is really good, but
it is.
But like to me, again, Robin is still very slow. And now the fact that Arcfire just doesn't activate unless it actually hits, I think that's a huge nerf.
All right. Let's keep it moving. But I will say, last thing I'm gonna say.
Okay. I didn't get to say anything.
But he didn't. Okay, what's your answer?
I wanted to say, after checking out Mistake's tweet, that I believe that Bayonetta is the worst character.
All right, buddy.
Next.
Next. I'm just gonna tell y'all, bad recoveries aren't as bad as you think, and I think Dr. Mario is the best Mario brother in the game. For real. I'm telling you. It's real. It's real. I swear. I swear. I think it's real.
I think that's wrong. I think he's very good.
I think he's the best I think he's the best Mario character in the game. And that includes Yoshi. That includes Wario.
Nope, hard disagree.
Wait, including Peach?
Not including Peach.
All right.
Peach is not Peach nice. Peach nice.
All right, I was going to say, you're lying now.
Doc is good. All right. Next question. Here we go. Can we do that? Chief says, can we cut the illegal game talk with PM now that peeps are doing actual illegal stuff to get the edge on the competition? I mean, PM being illegal is a meme now. That's like, you can't get rid of that. That's dumb stuff.
Next.
I think, can we say it now, bro?
That one out of here.
Yeah, next one's out. I told you, we answer everything on Blast Zone. Extension says, what kinds of alternative modes do you guys want to see played competitively aside from traditional 1v1 and doubles? Squad Strike is the future.
Squad Strike?
Squad Strike is going to be nice.
The one that acts like the end of Smash Bros. Is sick.
Wait, are we talking about like for a side event, like a Squad Strike side event, like not ever the main event?
I'm saying like hard-capped 64-man Squad Strike.
So I'll tell you one thing right now. After having a heated discussion with Pierce and DM Brandon, I understood that the general public doesn't like when you just put a tournament format, and you sort it in the group called side events, right? If you put it in the side event group, they get all upset. They feel like, oh, it has no relevancy. No one's gonna care about it. It's probably not even gonna be on stream. All right. We'll call it an event that will run concurrently with already pre-existing formats in the Super Smash Bros. Competitive space.
This is my problem with Squad Strike and the arguments for Squad Strike. Okay, so the game's not even out yet. By the way, let's put this out. Let's make sure y'all know game's not even out unless you're one of those people. And people are saying stuff like, "Well, Squad Strike will bring character diversity." The metagame never gets. The metagame doesn't get stale at the beginning of a fucking like game's lifespan. Everyone plays who they want to play until they realize that shit doesn't work anymore. It took Tweak almost a year and a half to stop playing Bowser Jr., right? And so we're talking about, oh my God, like we need character diversity. And then they make it so you can actually play one character the entire time. So if you're talking about character diversity and you have character loyalists like fucking Dark Wizzy, he doesn't want to play anyone but Mario. All he's going to do is play Mario. So it's going to be Mario versus some guy who's probably going to play, fucking Cloud, Bayonetta, and Marth, whatever. But now we're talking about character matchups and shit. You will not learn a lot in a character matchup from one stock. So if I'm playing Incineroar, right, and you're playing like Mario or some reason, and I get you in that situation where I get down tilt to upbeat and you die, like that's not gonna be like, wow, dude, Incineroar must fuck in this matchup. We saw nothing. I gimped you out of one character. Like that's it.
I think there's also a lot of maybe it's just because the game is just starting, but there seems like a lot of gimmicky shit. Like the first time you fight a K Rool, you're not gonna know what the fuck's going on. I promise. Incineroar is like that too.
What was happening.
Yep. There's a lot of characters like that. So Squad Strike, if somebody plays those characters, wait until you fight a snake that only up smashes. It's really hard to beat. You'll figure it out. Like,
bro, it just doesn't make sense, man. Because like it's like I feel like Smashers don't play other games. What happens in team games is that you find a team that works, and then like maybe there's like that one person that plays like in DBFZ. You got the certain people that play like Piccolo and shit, right? Piccolo's not a super popular character, but look at the rest of their team: Piccolo, Vegeta. Bardock. Like, come on, bro. Like, I was like, oh my God, he's playing Piccolo. Right, cool. That's great. But look at the rest of his team. The most common picked characters all the time.
TK, word. I agree with you, fam. Like, you're going to see a person that is, like, probably really good with Peach, pick Daisy, and then they'll pick, like, the best character in the game. That'll literally be it. You'll see a Simon, Richter, and then best character in the game.
You're going to have a rule against Echo. So me and DM actually are running an online Arcadium free to enter, and one of the rules is, and it's a Squad Strike, so everybody gets 3 characters. It's single elimination, but we say no Echoes. So you can't pull that shit. But that still leaves open, like, all right, I can't play Echoes, but I can play Marth, Roy... I guess only Marth.
Can I play Crom and Roy though?
No, you can't do Crom and Roy, but you could do Ike, or you could do Ike, Marth, Roy.
That's not diversity, Prolio. If everyone's playing one different character and then the same characters back to back, so if it's always going to be Mario plus Bayo and Cloud versus Sheik plus Bayo and Cloud versus fucking, Luigi plus Bayo and Cloud, that's not diversity. That's a lie. What you need to do is just let the game fucking unfold as one-on-ones, because people are going to play the characters they want to play for at least a year before like a tier list gets really solidified and whatnot. And then we're like, all right, these characters are good. And even so, as long as someone's not super over centralized in the metagame, we'll probably still see a lot of characters. I mean, we've been able to survive off 8 characters in Melee. Brawl kind of sucked because it was all Meta Knight and then sometimes Snake and then sometimes Ice Climbers.
Sometimes Falco, Layer 1 Apex 2010.
Sometimes Falco, but like very, 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 very rarely. Smash 4 was actually okay until Bayonetta, and then she came through and then they nerfed her and everyone was like, she's dead, but that was wrong. And then it became Bayonetta for a long time and everyone just complaining. But even at the end, we saw a lot of diversity. In the last few months of Smash 4, it was like Bayonetta, Peach. We saw some Mega Man. We saw Toon Link. We saw a lot of shit at the very end. It sucks that it was the very end, but it happens. But I'm not going to act like, we're not going to sit here and act like just because you get to pick 3 characters, we're going to see like fucking Bowser Jr. Infinite War Ganon versus Link, Young Link, and Toon Link. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. People aren't going to do that.
Brooklyn will ask, okay, but what about if you play Squad Strike, you can't play characters from the same franchise? But then it's like, is Wario his own franchise? Because he's got his own theme song. Is Yoshi his own franchise? It's like, you get into some weird shit. I think only with those characters, like Rosalina, so whatever. All right, next question. DCM says, I did the math and the character unlocked should only take about 3.5 hours at minimum. This is with the Kirby one-stock method. Still long. I'm going to be spending my entire first stream of the game unlocking characters, but I'll turn on song
Kirby
requests.
one-stock method?
What's the Kirby one-stock?
What's the Kirby one-stock method?
I don't know. Maybe he's just rocking. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, but I have to have another controller plugged in, right?
I guess, yeah. Ben
Wait,
says,
okay,
Ben says, what are you guys least looking forward to about competitive Ultimate? So not what you're most excited for, what you're least excited for.
I'm least excited to seeing people
Losing the
run
single?
into each other and not run through each other.
You mean the game?
Oh
or
yeah,
community?
he hates that. D1 has been hating that since day one.
Ugly.
Game or community?
Game or community?
Yeah.
Which one?
Losing
Game
the
or
sequel.
Oh, the game.
Oh, the game.
Yeah.
That's it for me. You?
But I hear you about like the community's an answer. Like,
oh, okay. What am I
use
least
that as an
looking forward
answer.
to? People continuing the trend of what they've done in Smash 4, where they notice something is a character already. People are figuring out like cool setups and ways to like possibly like KO an opponent early. They immediately write that off as, all right, so the moment you pick that character, that combo is just always going to happen every time, and I'm going to get 0 death. We should probably like ban this, nerf this. And it's like, wait, let's wait to see if top players are going to find ways to limit that situation from happening to begin with that leads to that setup.
There's always counterplay.
Let's wait for counterplay instead of, oh my God, nerf this. Wait,
I already saw a thread
of videos of people that don't even DI. It's training mode.
Yeah.
I already saw a thread for people trying to get Meta Knight banned.
Yeah, but I think that was a joke. I thought.
Yeah. So
yeah, definitely don't want to see people like complaining like about things where it's like they're not even they're only looking solely at that character and they're not looking at the context of the game itself. And people just have a large tendency to do that. It's very natural. It's human. But it's just I don't want to see key figures running around being like, oh, this is automatically broken. This is terrible. And having knee-jerk reactions. Because especially where we are right now, there's a problem. And we had this problem in Smash 4 too. We all came out of Brawl. Everyone was like hyped. Everyone was like, okay, we're going to build this. We have this cool new game. And people didn't, like the people who were like core, like community leaders coming out from Brawl and stuff, people didn't recognize their power to change that kind of culture there. And because of that, no one really did anything. And they just allowed like randoms to be like, oh, ban this, ban that, ban this, ban that, and get this like knee-jerk like culture. Like, so for me, one of the things is like for the game-wise, seeing people to continue to play as if it's Smash 4, because this game is definitely like, obviously there's going to be some nods to it, but there's so many different like aspects in this game. A lot of things, a lot of different core like changes that just make for like a very new game. But also on the community side is just people just recognizing like, hey, we need to look at it in that way. We need to give it time. We need to recognize that something that may be strong in a previous entry of the game doesn't necessarily compute to be it being absolutely horrifically broken in this game because it's a new engine and it's a new system.
I think that it's just a new culture, and people like with the buff, nerf, patching. That's just how people respond now. That's how people play games. So I think we need to. I think we do need to listen to some degree, but I think that it's a culture clash between us who've been around the scene forever. We're all like 30 or older. Like we're old as fuck. So like
Go ahead.
You're gonna shut up. You're 29. You're close.
No, I wasn't talking about age at all. I am also, I'm basically 30. I don't, what the fuck?
No, stop trying to flex. Trying to do an age flex. I see you.
I wasn't.
No, I saw it.
Right.
I saw it in your eyes.
All right, yeah, you fucking old ass.
Oh, there it is.
Anyway, I was going to say
now
was...
boomers are dropping in the chat. Bottom line, there's a different culture. We got to listen. We got to do both.
What I was going to say was that we were talking about, Brooklyn was talking about knee-jerk reactions to the final Smash meters. Bro, I knew that shit was busted from day one. You didn't have to show me shit. There was no way that Final Smash as a concept in itself was going to be okay. It's even if we never found out something that like these things didn't kill at like 0 or none of them killed at 0, it is a move that cannot be blocked and cannot be punished.
All right, real quick.
That's busted enough.
EE is now here. We're going to try to...
we're good.
We're going to try to... Dude.
No.
I kind of want to just to see... Oh, there's Mr. Worldwide, by the way. Just so you guys see it.
We keep feeding EE, bro. He knew what he was doing. We tell him every fucking time, 8 o'clock, and what does he do?
It's his birthday.
No. What about the rest of the time?
Let him come on his birthday.
No.
Bring his ass in.
He needs to learn his lesson.
I'm bringing him in.
Absolutely not.
I'm bringing him in.
You bring him in, I'm hanging up on him. I swear to God.
I'm bringing him in. He's coming in. Wait, how do I do this? Hold on. What? I'm trying to.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, come on, man.
All right, hold on. Add?
Yeah.
All right, all right. You're added. You're added. Hop in here. Is he here?
Hello?
Look at this.
Happy birthday, bro.
Hello, you broke the whole stream.
Happy birthday.
All right, it's all right. We got a 4-person thing. I just gotta set this up. One moment.
I like how they don't have a name. Like just in person.
And
Bloodstone, Coney, TKbreezy, EE,
and all right, let's do. Jesus Christ, this is gonna suck. All right, here we go.
His camera's not even on. Get him out of here.
It's dark in here. I'm just chilling. What's up?
Oh, my.
Wait, he doesn't even have a camera?
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
We're going back.
What does that matter?
Wait, I can't even go back to the other one.
Back out on him. Back out on him, dog.
No, I can't because I can't go back. I would have to set it up. Keep it rolling. What's the next question? While I set this up. Hold up.
I don't even know where we're at. Hold on. Let me go find it.
Hold up. What are your opinions on squat? We talked about that. Are air dodges genuinely easier to punish in Ultimate compared to Smash 4? Y'all answer that.
Yeah, by a large margin. Not only is there more lag at the end of it, but like more often than not, if you force someone to air dodge high up enough, you're just gonna land before them and fuck them up anyway. So,
I actually disagree.
Wow!
Oh shit!
Why would you disagree, man? Have you? Are you telling me that you've been able to play and now you understand?
He's seen a lot of footage.
I've seen a lot of footage, but you know what? Even before I've seen a lot of footage, I just think the concept. The thing is that one air dodge is what makes stuff like easy to juggle and everything, right? The air dodge itself actually has less lag. Like the regular brawl air dodge that they have.
Yeah, the neutral one.
Yeah, the neutral one. It has less lag.
We weren't talking about that's one air dodge out of the 5 air dodges you can do though. Well, I mean, basically, I'm not even
There's 5 air dodges?
If you really think about it, it's 2.
What?
It's directional and then neutral. That's all.
I'm saying it's 5 because you go left, right, up, or down. But I'm actually it's more like 8.
Just call it directional.
Nah, bro, it's 5. Anyway, so nah. There's 2
Somebody said EE ain't played. He thought there were 5.
I mean, that's wrong, bro.
Yeah, I mean, listen. There's diagonals too, so there's like 8 air dodges. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It's 9 air dodges. You think about it. There's, you know what I'm saying? 8 direction. You know what I'm saying? And then the one middle. You know what I'm saying? 9 air dodges.
Anyway, get Neil deGrasse Tyson in this chat.
All right. To be honest, they might have like 360. You know what I'm saying?
We're not getting Fox angle air dodges. There's no.
In that case,
there's no way, dog.
It's definitely gonna be 2 air dodges then. But yeah,
all right, man. Whatever. 2 air dodges, fine. That's fine. Whatever. Regardless, what I'm saying is that Yeah, I know that the brawl air dodge is good, or like still, the brawl air dodge, whatever. But if you force anyone to do a directional air dodge, or at least in these first few months when people are still holding the stick on accident when they hit L, they're gonna get fucked. Like, so at least for the first few months, air dodging is gonna be easier to punish. And then I guess once people get used to the system, it'll be a little harder. But
I was surprised how much it seems like, based on the videos I've seen, it's pretty easy to air dodge out of stuff. Like to air dodge to the side, and it creates like this aerial tech chase situation. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, so you kind of have to bait that and get ready for it when you're playing.
Right, and it feels kind of brawly, which is really cool. But yeah, it's very different. I think that air dodges are easier to punish if you're in the air. If somebody goes to the ground, they're probably gonna air dodge away from you, so it's not as easy to punish unless you're somebody like Inkling or Sonic or somebody really fast. So.
Yeah, but what if you already know they're going to air dodge back anyway? That's all stage positioning at that point in time.
Yeah, that's the aerial tech chase. Like, then you're just chasing somebody.
All right, word.
Yeah, so like, that's another thing too. People could like, because of the fact that we're always DIing, my bad, while we're DIing, we'll try to like avoid an attack, and as we're like, as we're trying to DI away from a combo, and the opponent's trying to pursue us, like, or DIing in because we probably think of the final blow that will force us to employ the survival DI kicks in. We might hold in and try to avoid a combo and cross up our opponent with the air dodge when they try to pursue us after launching us in the air. Yeah. So, yeah, things get really crazy.
Yep. So, I mean, ultimately, for the way I feel, it's because the fact that air dodge, you only can do one. That's what makes things punish. Like, being in the air is far more punishable in this game because you have a limited resource in the air dodge. But the air dodge
but you said that. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So honestly, it's most of it is really semantics. Like, I understand what you're saying, right? And like, I agree with that. What I'm saying specifically, the air dodge in itself isn't like more punishable. It's because you only have one, and what happens after, what can happen after, essentially.
I do like that there's decay though for using a lot of the defensive mechanisms. Not only rolls, but even if you spam dodge a lot too, he mentioned that you could deteriorate.
Wait, so it's been proven that you can't do directional air dodge twice, even if you're like super high up?
He's saying that if you use it like
only have one air
I
dodge.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
No, wait, you can't air dodge twice no matter what? I guess you don't have the time to.
Actually, you know what, man? Boot that joint up right now.
Especially when you're going into the
right now, bro.
No, you can't. You literally play when you play the game and you go for an air dodge, you're gonna go so low.
Boot it up right now.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you get knocked super high, you might be able to air dodge twice. Like if
boot
you're
it up right now.
All right. Next question.
Boot it up right now, bro. No.
Next question. I'm gonna send you my friend code. We'll play right now. Scruffle says, "What's a character that would generally surprise you if they were top tier in Ultimate?"
Can I answer this one?
I'll let y'all answer.
All right, I want to answer this one. Okay.
Here, happy birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate it, my friend.
Oh, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Are we gonna?
There's not a lot of enthusiasm in this one, so
what's the?
Nah, we're good, bro.
We're not gonna do it. All right.
Oh,
we're not doing it.
The chat did it.
Coney doesn't even know the black one. So.
I literally found out the black happy birthday at that birthday party at UGC. Swear to God, when we were all out at dinner.
The black person, I would have joined it. Yeah. Happy birthday.
I can't. I'll get in trouble.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I don't want to get in trouble.
There we go, EE.
I don't want to appropriate.
Answer the question.
I don't want to appropriate.
You're an idiot.
I don't want to appropriate. I'm out.
Black on black, brother.
All right. What's your answer?
The question.
All right, so I think my answer, I would have to say, I would be very surprised if Incineroar ends up being like a relevant character, because he seems awful.
Well, we were just talking about it, EE. He's real.
You know, that's crazy. If you were here earlier like you were supposed to be, you would have been in part of that conversation. Anyway.
Well, if you would like to tell my mom why I should have missed that birthday dinner.
Well, I will tell your mom that y'all probably could have eaten a little earlier because you know what time you're supposed to be here, all right? All I'm saying is, okay, there's no set time for dinner. Y'all could have ate at 5 and been home by 7, okay?
We just did that at Thanksgiving. Give it a
EE, I will see you on Saturday. Incineroar is a real character. He's a mid-tier, and he's probably going to get worse, but right now he's a real-ass character.
Okay,
I promise you he's real.
All right, I'm excited.
You acting like EE is gonna try anyway.
I am actually.
Are you
gonna make meta?
Yes, I'm dead ass. I'm playing Snake, and Ganondorf, and I'm trying.
If you're playing Ganondorf, you're not trying.
You're not
Just-
trying.
I'm playing Snake and a to-be-determined character.
All right.
All right. I want to see it. I want to see EE come back to prime EE form, bro. Because all this year, your Smash 4 take has been ass, and you just are okay with getting slapped up for the fun of it. And I remember Brawl EE when he tried, and he used to slap me. Brawl EE was on the PR.
Brawl EE played Meta Knight.
Yeah, Brawl EE was on the
He
PR.
never played Meta Knight.
But he also played,
And who didn't?
he also played Falco, so I can't get him mad.
Falco
Yeah.
too.
And
Alright,
DDD. And
what?
DDD.
But all right, and
I
you
played DDD too.
All right,
That's why
I
we're
didn't
good
see- I
friends.
didn't
We
see
play the
DDD.
same
I didn't see DDD. I didn't see DDD. That's a lie. That's a lie. But I need to try again because our EE just like he just decided out of nowhere. You know what? I don't need to try, and then he was just letting people sauce him all the time, and it just looked bad for us commentators. All right, now what you gonna do this time? You gonna try?
I'm trying, man. I already got
All
training session set up. I promise.
Woo! There we go. Let's go. Clap it up for EE, guys.
I'm here,
To be
baby.
honest, I felt like EE Loki did play, but it's a meme to say he doesn't play.
Jesus.
Nah, it wasn't no meme, dog. He didn't play.
Yeah, I played it off as a meme. I didn't know what was going on.
All right. What's a character you'd be surprised that they were good? D1.
For me?
Mhm.
Oh. Isabel.
That's a good answer. Let's keep it short because we got a shit ton of questions. But
All right,
TK,
I'm
what's
gonna
yours?
say one of the Mii's. Well, not the Mii's, but like me Gunner or Sword Fighter. Because I haven't I'm not used to the Mii's being good at all outside of Brawler. You said
Me
Brawler
Gunner
ass.
is dangerous.
I felt like Migano was good since Smash 4.
No, Me Gunner is
Me
really
Gunner
good.
was annoying. I wouldn't say she was good.
Me Gunner looks
He-
really good.
they was good.
I'm a Migano main, by the way, low-key.
Bam,
All
what do
right,
you
well,
think?
that's cool.
You don't need fighter costume.
Bam, what do you think?
I would be very surprised if we actually see Pac-Man be very good.
I think everybody would be.
Well, first of all, that's just the hope and a dream. You saw Pac-Man's do up tilt.
I like it. It's nice.
It's nice looking.
Yeah, it's nice looking. It's not good.
Nice look.
My answer
I just don't think that character will ever be
relevant. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Can I change my answer?
mid-tier. That's
Go
what I
for it.
see. Mid-tier at best.
My answer is Bayonetta.
No. Okay.
What?
Nah, she's done, dog.
All right, buddy. She's fine. I'm just
Good
saying,
or top tier?
I don't know about good, but she's fine.
She is
she's
fine. She's definitely fine.
My answer was Wario, but I'm starting to see some stuff, and I'm like, I think that characters that can go deep off stage are good. Like, I think 80% of the game is going to be off stage, and he's one of those characters that, like,
that's why I love the game so much.
yeah, I
That's
love it
dark.
too for that reason. But it's weird though because the whole game is going to be off stage, but I still don't think. I think that bad recoveries are over. Like, people overstate how bad recoveries can mess up a character, but maybe it'll get worse as it goes. But yeah,
Honestly, Coney, I've been noticing that if a character's up B doesn't go that far, regardless of how much like horizontal reach it may have, if you knock somebody out of their double jump, a lot of moves in Smash Ultimate have great knockback. So if you knock them out of their double jump and they aren't able to come back because they employed bad DI, they're probably gonna still be screwed.
Yeah.
You know, like certain characters are blessed, like Karu's.
oh yeah, you don't have to worry about him. Yeah,
ridiculous. Oh, let me
Yeah,
just
K rules up is insane, bro.
blindly jump in there because I have armor. Oh, you hit me out somehow.
It's the big
All right,
whoosh.
Who cares?
Yeah. But even then too, like
Mhm.
like literally, so obviously we have our copy. So I was playing with so I had some good games with my boy Larry. And literally during that time period, like basically just easy edge guards. Like
You put his name out there.
no, wait today. No, I'm serious.
Snitching.
Oh,
I was snitching. What the I have this. I can do
The
this.
dry snitching, but snitching. too.
Coney said he'll delete us.
yeah. I'll delete the Twitch employee. That's what I'll do. Yeah, I won't get in trouble for that. Ben says, what's Coney's problem with PS2? Nothing, except that PM players memed it into shit. Smashville is better, and PM players would never start with me on Smashville because they would, do you want to start PS2? No, I fucking don't. I've been playing for Smashville for 8 years. I want to start on Smashville. Fuck PM players, fuck PS2. I'm not playing on it anymore.
Oh, my.
Fat B says, with some of these early kills coming to fruition, would you rather keep these crazy kills and increase? That was a question to me and to no one else, so I'm going to answer it. Thank you. Fat B says, with some of these early kills coming to fruition, would you rather keep these crazy kills and increase the stock count or nerf the early kills and keep it 2 or 3 stocks?
Well, PS2 is nice, but yeah, let's keep that 3 stock.
Okay, he had to say
Definitely.
something. He had to do... I like 3 stock. I really like 3 stock.
I like 3 stock.
You can gib in this game. There's no reason not to have 3 stock. Like when the shits were
I
fine.
think that guy was asking if we should go higher than 3 stock, and no.
Oh hell no!
Because
I think we're gonna keep it at 3 stock. Honestly, I felt like Melee should have been 3 stock. Oh my bad, Coney. TK.
It's about the average. It's not about like not every game is gonna start with someone getting gimped at like 0 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like if we like, oh man, people are losing stocks mad early in the first month, let's go to 4 stock, and then out of nowhere we end up getting fucking slapped. Like or like we end up getting like a slow ass game. Then we're like, oh, I guess we gotta go at 3 stock. Let's just keep it at 3 stock. It looks good at 3 stock right now. You know what I'm saying? Early KOs or not, the game runs at a very, very good pace at 3 stock.
I think we should always leave it at 3.
Yeah, thumbs up on that.
I feel like the 8-minute thing might be a little OD long. I don't know, man.
What you think? 7, 6?
I think 7 is the play.
Happy medium.
Okay.
7's nice. I think that you don't go any lower than 7. In my opinion.
I'm a 6 fan, but I only went to 7 because I'm a fan of.
Well, can't we do like 6:30? Like meet in the middle?
No, you
All
can't.
right.
You can't do seconds.
I
I will
don't know if they
say.
added that yet. They added a decimal percent. I didn't know. They added a decimal percent. I didn't know.
I will
Bro,
say.
can you imagine?
I will say that I have not played the game, but I've seen some sets with a certain particular slow-paced sword player main from Maryland, and I've seen the games go to 30 seconds with 7 minutes. Not even intentionally, but this man main sword characters, and he plays very slow, and I could see that being a problem. So
I feel like if you have an 8-minute match, you'll have people try to make it go to time. So that is what does that mean? Should we raise it to 9 minutes?
No, I think honestly. So I also think too.
No, I'm just giving a hypothetical here.
But I also think too that a lot of people right now, their combo game is absolutely trash.
Absolutely.
At least from a lot of the footage that I've seen, a lot versus like some of the
It's early.
actual combo. But obviously, it's early. It takes time. We all understand that. I think that it's just going to increase. I think a lot of times too, even for juggling, like the tech chase situations that you were talking about, Coney, earlier on, that a lot of people still are kind of getting used to that. I think once people get used to those things, regardless if you play slow, I think the damage is just going to be faster. And I think just in general that the game's going to be at a much faster pace, even if you're trying to play relatively slow for the game.
Yeah, right now it's early. So like it's like when I watched early Marvel 3 matches, right? People were like, man, this game looks slow. Like, nobody dies. It goes to time all the time. And then the moment people figured out how to do combos in that game and optimize punishes, that's it. The game started moving faster and things looked way quicker. So we'll see what's going to happen with this game. And the cool thing about Smash in comparison to regular fighting games is that there isn't one way to combo an opponent. You have to have mix-ups because you want to screw up your opponent's DI anyway. So there's no one true way to optimize a punish on an opponent. There's like maybe a combo tree that probably might be the most preferred way to combo an opponent. But for the most part, there's a lot of creativity with Smash, especially with these Smash games that allow you to air dodge out of hits.
Yeah. Zarius Freed says, "Are you guys having a good day?"
Yeah, it's raining in SoCal. I'm pissed.
Yeah, I played some Tekken today. It was cool. So yeah.
I was born. It's pretty cool.
Hey man, were you really born in Japan?
Yeah, my parents were in the Air Force.
All right.
Sam McClure says, "How do you guys feel about every character's jab being able to jab reset? Is that true? I don't think that's true."
Yeah, but jab resets aren't like the same in this game.
Yeah, they're different. I don't think that's accurate.
Standard get up, so it doesn't. Well, it's not. It just doesn't matter. Like
Sam, you stupid.
Like it used to matter because you have to immediately stand up, but in Smash Ultimate you can still tech roll.
Some people have said that there is actual like forced get up. I don't know how to do it, but
I saw what's his name do it. I saw Falcon do it.
It's not a forced get up, but you can still do an attack. So
Yeah.
like you can do a jab, and then before they get up, you can do like a dash attack or something like that.
Yeah,
you have to do it.
Okay.
You could do something really fast. So it's like jab,
I saw
and then you see the animation, then an immediate follow up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I saw this
that's
Falcon grant where the Falcon did like back air and they ran up jab and then down air, and it looked like that was true. I'm just saying that like if you don't have to like you can't like charge a smash and then get them after or getting up because they can roll away. But like
and they have to do something too.
It feels like Melee kind of because like when I Melee does do a force get up, but when I guess it's just quicker for me. Like I'll hit and then I'll immediate follow up versus let me hit them, wait, and then I'm gonna go for the follow up. So it's gonna be interesting.
All right. I want to keep it rolling. Did anybody else have anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Somebody did have a quite crazy question for TK and Blast Zone, but we're gonna move.
Well, wait, I'll get up to it. I'm trying to keep it. We got
Skip
a
it.
shit ton of questions. I told y'all. Colgate says, "Who are y'all maining and why?" Be quick.
I'm probably gonna just end up playing Wii Fit Trainer first day. She looked kind of fun, but after that, I'm gonna look into some other stuff. I mean, I want to main Falco to be honest, but we'll see.
Snake. I really liked him in Brawl, so I'm hoping I'll like him a lot in Ultimate.
Bam.
I really like Palatina again.
Yeah, Palutena looks annoying.
She's pretty good.
She's really good. Well, I play Roy, Sonic, Bale, and Ken.
Honestly, I
And
play
King K. Rool, so I'm gonna play all those characters.
I didn't think we were allowed to say all those characters. But I play a lot of characters too. Greninja, and the list would go on. So I'm gonna stop there.
I play a bunch, but it's really weird. My main right now is Inkling.
Oh,
That's a very good name.
surprised.
No,
That's
that's not a Coney character. I play all the characters Coney would play. I play K. Rool, I play Incineroar, but I'm an Inkling player. So.
Well, yeah, that's very interesting. That is very, very interesting. Inkling's very fun though.
I can't believe I never.
Very good. Well, it's because of the offstage shit. I love edge guarding. That's my shit.
Oh yeah.
And that's what they're good at. All right.
All right.
Wait, was that what he thought? Oh, I see what D1 is talking. All right.
Yeah, like come
Anyway,
on. Man.
all right, here we go.
Don't be dumb.
Shallow
First
said.
episode.
All right, that's not a question. Here we go, Stitch. Stitch says, "Who do you guys think is the most likely character to be added? Also, do you think they're gonna announce anyone at Game Awards?" My guess is Game Awards is gonna have the Metroid Prime 3 or Metroid Prime 4 stuff. I don't think it's Smash. Could be wrong, but
I don't even, dude. At this point in time, I'm not making any more guesses anymore, dog. They put Piranha Plant in, so they just fucked up everything I thought.
yeah, it's
You know what I mean? Like I'm good.
Dude, Monty Mole. We're gonna get like Chomp,
No, real rap.
Shy Guy,
If we got Monty Mole,
Paratrooper.
I'd be jamming it.
There's a lot of stuff. I'm trying to seed out. Like, some of these aren't even questions, but... Randy says, if we run a solely hazards on rule set, would PS1 be viable counter pick like it is in Melee, or do you just not want to mess with that? He says
Melee.
he's a Melee player, and he likes PS1, even if it's jank. Windmill transformation is great. I don't think we would mess with it at all.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought that was like a necessary evil, like the way that Lilat is for Smash 4.
yeah,
We
that's how I
actually
thought.
really that was like it was a controversial discussion, Melee, and we were just like, well, we can't turn off the hazards. I mean, I guess we're just gonna let it rock because it's been this way for many years. But yeah, a lot of people do want Frozen PlayStation.
What?
Pokemon Stadium. Sorry, Far Cry streamer here.
All right.
All
You
right.
saw that?
Play the game for 2 days now. Far Cry streamer here.
No, I know. Just continue talking. You freaking clown. What the heck?
Yusef says, Brawl versus Smash 4 debate, Coney can't participate. You piece of shit. All right. Well, he said
can't
it,
you
so I can't.
participate?
I don't know. He said I can't.
Oh,
So I
okay.
guess
Well,
that's
honestly, it's a debate that doesn't need to be had anyway. So,
Damn.
like, if there was an Ultimate 2, somehow all the players who are all excited for, I wish I had the foresight to do this, but I wish I had the foresight to take all the tweets of the people who are all like super excited for 4, like at the beginning, like, oh my god, 4 is gonna revolutionize the fucking world and shit, and like all the shit they're talking now. And I'm like, remember when you said this?
Yeah.
Because that shit is annoying, man. People are just so quick to like soon as like people were like, oh, I love 4, and then we saw that one trailer with just the Smash Ball eye in Inkling's eye, and everyone was like, honestly, Smash 4 is just a shit game anyway, dog. So yeah, that shit is whack.
Yeah.
That shit's whack.
What were you gonna say?
For Brawl versus Smash 4, I will say one thing that I love about Brawl is the fact that it was kind of like a trailblazer for a lot of things when it came to Smash. Like, there were a lot of cool milestones that were hit. First time we actually got like a third-party character, right? With not only one but 2 with Sonic and Snake. We also were blessed with finally playing Smash Online. The Subspace Emissary was an awesome mode too. Other than that, when I look at Smash 4 to Brawl, I will say for me, I did love all the cool tech that Brawl had. Kind of said that Sakurai took some of it away, but it was awesome to be introduced to a world where if the game has some stuff that needs to get reworked, it actually can be reworked. You know, like Diddy was scary as fuck, and thankfully, you know, he was kind of normalized, still one of the best characters in the game, but at least he was reworked to a way where we didn't have to have those crazy memes anymore of Diddy just like kicking, I don't know, like some character who's in a manga who's like super strong, like, I don't know, Aizen or something from Bleach. You'll just see his up air beat him in one shot.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
I like both games. They both have their merits.
Yeah, I mean, they both have their merits. I think Smash 4 is better in my eyes. I just think there's certain character stuff in Brawl that are really nice. Obviously, like certain characters, like DDD was a character. Like so it's like, you know, Sonic. For me personally, I went from Snake to Sonic in Brawl. The worst decision I ever made as far as gaming, but literally, Smash 4 Sonic is objectively better, but there's a lot of little tech that he had in Brawl that just made it more enjoyable for me. But all in all, I just think Smash 4 is a better game, and I think that I think people sometimes argue that, but I think that Brawl as a game in itself, like the pack that you said, a lot of milestones, Subspace Emissary is like absolutely incredible.
I just wish Sakurai would bring back us being able to shore hop a projectile and land. The moment I saw that change where you'd be barely off the ground and you'd shoot like a laser, you just transition to the standing animation, that made me sad. Like there's some things that Brawl has that I would love to be carried over to Smash 4, but the overall competitive package of Smash 4 I'm pretty happy with. I mean, honestly, it kind of ushered in this era of a lot of people in Smash being able to get sponsored, you know, make a living out of this thing. Like, look at people like Nairo and Zero. And Brawl, if you were not a Brawl player, you didn't care about them. But in Smash 4, almost everybody, even if, you know, they probably didn't like follow all the tournaments as much as we did, they had a big ass fan base, dude. Casuals and competitive.
Smash 4 was definitely a big boost to, or big push to legitimacy.
Hell yeah.
I love Brawl, you know what I'm saying? But if I were to like take this path that I've taken as like, you know, quitting job, being a commentator and putting in the Brawl, I would have been homeless straight up. Like there's no way, absolutely no way I would have been able to survive. And that's the thing for a lot of Smash 4 players. Like, you know, you can act like you don't like the game, but it made a lot of people superstars. Like you were good in Brawl, but no one knew you. And then
that's real shit.
And everyone knew you. You know what I'm saying?
Real
the
shit.
Antis, the Nairos, and the Zeros, and all that good stuff. All these people were good in Brawl, but like that meant nothing. And then they were good in Smash 4, and it meant everything. There's fucking sponsorships all over.
Yeah, my only frustration are with people that like said they hated Smash 4, then found out they were good at it, liked it suddenly, and now they're back to like, oh, I didn't like Smash 4 the whole time. It's like, come on, dude, that paid your bills, you know? And I saw some of that from Top.
Yeah, and I would argue, like, to piggyback off TK's point too, like some of the people who talk, you know, shit about Smash 4 or whatever, like, keep in mind, like, I feel like this game gave a lot of people confidence. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, no offense, Dark Wizzy, but you ain't, you know, like, you're not the kid I see in school, you know, just, you know, jamming it, if you will. You know, Smash 4, I feel like, hey, that man some confidence. You know what I'm saying? He posting selfies, a little mustache, a little peach fuzz buzz, feeling good about himself.
Talk to him, man.
You know what I'm saying? You don't get that from just sitting around like, oh man, I hope somebody sits with my ass. Like, you know?
Yeah.
All right, you don't have to come to the Dark Wizzy like that.
I'm keeping it real because that's my boy. I'm proud of him.
He's young. He's young. I got it. Yams says, "Are we over corny names for B&B combos, or are we ready for hoo-ha ding dong?" It's like they're already trying to call Inkling up air or up throw up air the booyah. I'm not saying that on commentary. It is the Inkling up throw to up air. That's what it is.
Oh, did you see the dude who tried to call DK's downbeat?
I saw that banana slam. Yeah, no.
Beat. I was like, absolutely not, bro. Oh, and he hit him with the jungle beat. No, bitch, no.
Strides replied to that. He was like, Strides was like, if I see a commentator calling it this, I'm gonna jungle beat their ass. I'm not calling that the jungle beat. I'm not doing that.
The banana slammer was actually a pretty good combo name, but that was like we were calling that for anything that had to do with banana. Like I don't want to just call one thing banana slammer. Like if it's a hot banana combo, that's the banana slammer.
Oh, jungle beat. You know what I think we should do? We should just like not try to give a name to any of these combos, but then when the moment is really hot and you finally have that opportunity where you could use it that one time, but don't.
Yeah.
And then it actually has more meaning. the moment people just start spamming a lot of these like names for combos or whatever, it becomes a meme. And it's either the viewers I like it or they don't like it, and I just
anything plan doesn't work. Like
you don't want to play it out.
I don't know where Happy Birthday started.
You know that. Oh, my
I
bad.
don't know where Happy Birthday started, but I know for a fact that like anytime I hear it, I know exactly what we're talking about. And I'm sure that whoever was sitting around wasn't like, hey man, what if we call when 2 people get picked up by one combo? It's called Happy Birthday.
It's an ad lib.
I think he just did it and then it caught on. And so people who were like literally trying to plan shit, none of that's gonna catch on. All the stuff that has ever caught on for us as commentators was not planned. Taunt to get bodied, I didn't just wake up and say, today I'm gonna say taunt to get bodied. Like that shit just happened. Someone fucking taunted, got bodied, and then it just caught on.
I will
All
say
off the top.
I will say the one thing I'm pushing on Ultimate is did you guys see the Ryu thing? The wake up DP? All it is get off the ledge into Shoryu, and somebody tried to call it the Mamma Mia. And I'm calling it that now. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. I'm doing it. I don't care if you do it.
I will make sure your mic is cut.
Just wake up DP immediate. Mamma Mia!
I will make sure that every time a Ryu's on the ledge, that Gibber cuts your mic. So just in case it happens.
That's my shit. All right. Doodle Bob says, oh, here we go. Any suggestions for Switch security at tournaments, since they should be pretty easy to steal due to their size? There are 3D printed like lock things that a lot of people
are also using zip ties as well.
Yep.
Right.
I just don't bring your shit.
Yeah.
That's on the TO to provide.
But it's crazy. Like, so
Put your venue fee to use.
So I agree with EE when it comes to like the really big events where they have the money to be able to do that. But like smaller events where they are, they need like people from the community to come through and bring their stuff. That's where it's scary, because then you're gonna have that honor system, right?
Yeah.
And they probably won't even have zip ties when they bring their own Switches. They're gonna be like, hey guys, can you bring your systems? It cost me like $300, man. And it's gonna be like, nah, man, you're done. Yeah, so
You're done.
Zip ties, I agree, are the way. But I like EE said, just leave your system at home. It costs a lot of money, and I don't think you're gonna buy it again.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna give Nintendo free money.
Yeah.
What about? I just like, if I'm gonna bring my own system, it's only to do that thing where like you sit down and just play a bunch of like your fans and stuff like in a row. Because like I have like a really portable setup right now with the whole like portable dock that we have. So if I could just find a monitor, I'll fucking find a corner and say, hey, bro, I'm trying to play as many people as possible. And that's the only time my setup's coming out my backpack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Tavion said, he says, what are your guys' thoughts on the ban nerf mindset going on in the community right now? Do you think it'll shape the competitive scene of Ultimate? I think it depends on how responsive they are to bans and nerfs. They already said that they're only going to look at the top level play, the elite, whatever. So depending on how responsive they are, we'll see. In terms of us, I don't think it's going to take a lot to get shit banned. That doesn't happen,
Yeah.
Nerfs are definitely up to Nintendo and shit. Bans are whenever people cry for bans, it's usually like a very vocal like minority again, for like the most parts. Like I talked about the whole people talking about, oh, we should ban Meta Knight, but no one's really taking that shit seriously. No real TO like Bear, no Vasef, none of that. They're gonna be like, oh, we should probably brand that. They're glance that aside. So I'm okay with that. I do hate that becomes a conversation so easily with like the lower skill Smash community, but I think the Smash leaders have good heads on their shoulders, so we're fine.
Yeah. Malcolm says, with the amount of crazy customization that you have with the rules, do you think Evo's going to do their own thing again?
Oh my god!
Hell yeah!
I've had conversations in the past with Mr. Wizard when it comes to rule sets for events, and one of the reasons why I'm always trying to tell people let's keep the rules as simple as possible is because when I talk to a lot of tournament organizers and I try to explain to them why the rules are the way they are, some of them can be quite difficult to talk to, when they realize that our rules are overly complicated, because they are looking at it from the newcomer's viewpoint. And they tell us as tournament organizers to be responsible with that regard. Don't just listen to the people who are always saying, no, it's easy. You could just do it like this. No, it's not always easy, because when it came to Smash 4, and I've like sat down to play friendlies with random people, or there was a 2GG event I actually entered an MSM. And I remember playing a person who was new, and I was like, all right, let's ban stages. banned stages. I mean, everybody goes to Smashville, right? I don't know the stages. That's too much work. And if that is already too much work to a person, imagine like making the rule set even more convoluted. So we got to find ways to keep things really concise to the point, and that's why I think when it comes to the rule set, we should like keep it. Yeah. So.
Mr. Wizard about to hit us with the final smash meter on one stock. Like,
yeah, if we don't do it, if we don't
on
Nintendogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful.
Ty says, with so many characters in the game, what are your thoughts on picking a main from a group of characters you like?
What?
Pick the one you win with. How do I pick a main, I guess is what he's asking. Pick the one you like the best.
Man. I mean, look, first of all, man, if you're not gonna play, if you're playing Smash for fun, you know what I'm saying?
It doesn't
like,
matter.
You do care about your results, like, or whatever, but like a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter that much. I mean, I played Wii for Shannon for 3 years. That character sucks, and but I had fun playing her. But if you're playing to win, then you're just gonna wait until the metagame, develops, and then play one of those characters. So it really just comes down to pick who you want. You know what I'm saying, at least in these first few months.
Dude named Gamer says, this is an interesting question, I think, that can go in a lot of different directions. He says, is it a bad sign for the game that Pichu, literally a joke character made to be bad, looks good?
Well, that's wrong, because it wasn't made to be bad. It was made to be good, which is why it's good.
That's an assumption, I feel.
Yeah.
The character hurts himself. He obviously wasn't supposed to do something.
I mean,
big time. Let's be honest.
There's a lot of stuff that wasn't made for like Melee. Like Melee, what we have made Melee was definitely not what Sakurai thought was going to happen.
Exactly.
That's kind of the point, though, is that he's saying, like, there's a character that a lot of people think is assumed that they're supposed to be bad, and he looks pretty good. Do you think that is a reflection on how the balance in the game might look? Like it might be a little unbalanced, whatever. Like,
I don't even think that, I don't even think that in comments or like in regular terms, I don't think Pichu is like that bad. Like, without all the advanced techniques, in Melee, I'm sure like Pichu's not like that ass. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody ever says Pichu's the worst character in Melee. It's usually like people go towards like Kirby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think.
I
feel like also what I was gonna say is I feel like after having a conversation with Sakurai in Japan about like me saying to him about how I really like Palutena and what would be your thoughts on letting members of the community try out playing the game before, testing the game before it comes out. And, he wasn't like too like enthused about trying to let, competitive people try the game before, he like releases it, or even testing out DLC characters. So end of day, like, I just feel he doesn't even know if something is actually really good or not. He'll just make it as true to what he thinks is, true to the material, the source material for the character. Like all the stuff that he may know about the character, he'll include in the game to make you feel like, wow, I'm actually playing Mario, right? Like he moves like Mario, jumps like Mario, etc., etc. He doesn't think about, oh, let me make him like
good or bad, yeah,
good or bad. That like the only time you start seeing actual like decisions, like when he starts actually considering things like that, is when it comes to the blatant nerfs, when a character just is clearly overpowered, and there was a lot of footage of it for him to go off of, and then he could look at the parameters, realize what things to tweak because of opponents abusing certain things with the character prior. He doesn't really have much to go off of with Pichu. I mean, there's barely any Pichu footage. They probably just made Pichu the way he felt like Pichu should be made, and then Pichu just got lucky, dude. Happy a little accident.
And there's this idea that if it's a character is a joke character, that inherently means they're supposed to be bad. That's not the case. Someone actually in the chat brought up a good point. In Street Fighter 4, Dan isn't like the worst character either, even though he's always been seen as a universal joke character. Yeah, there's a couple characters like that in different games. I think obviously we all see like Piranha Plant. Piranha Plant is a character like clearly it was a joke character. They announced it at the worst time ever. I don't know why they announced it, but they did, and it's clear that the character is a joke character. But the character looks like it could be kind of nice too. So I think that's not indicative of what makes a character like that shouldn't deal with anything of the balance. That's just like they took a character that used to be a joke, and now they made the character good. Yeah. That's what
if anything, if you're saying like a joke character is actually a decent character, I feel like that shows good for the balance. That like if if a joke I consider supposed to be like the worst character in the game is actually looking decent, then like what is that going to say for the rest of the game? That everyone probably has some shit.
Yeah.
So.
Ben says, "Is there any character that you think is really overrated right now that's going to fall off in a couple months?" I'm just telling you guys, K. Rool is going to be a fucking problem for everybody that doesn't know how to play against him. But I think he'll still be like mid-high. I don't think he could ever be a bad character. But lab that matchup. That's your homework before Ultimate comes out, because you're gonna fucking lose to him if you don't. The other one is Young Link. I think people are really overrating Young Link.
I was gonna say Young Link too. He's getting juiced.
All right, so I feel like as for me, the Belmonts might be a character that a lot of people may probably rank really high because of the fact that you could zone with them, and I do think you could do a lot of amazing things.
Ledge traps are strong, yeah.
Yeah, I was
but like one thing, for people that are going to jump into the Belmonts early, they're going to have to aim their aerials, like their bears and their fairs, low, because when you're playing against opponents who are short, just by standing, that's going to be annoying as heck. They'll zone break the crap out of you. You're going to short hop in the air. You're already setting up to use your fair or your back air, and then if you didn't aim it properly, you're going to be screwed. And like just the recovery alone, their recovery, I feel like when I look at Chrom may not have amazing like horizontal recovery, but when I see the Belmonts, I'm like, damn, I gotta zone super hard, and at the same time, I gotta make sure to just like not get knocked off stage. Like, and if I do get knocked off stage, at least make sure I'm within fair or bear range. Because if not, like if I have to use my up B and my double jump's gone, like it looks really bad. Like at least I feel like with Chrom, he there's so much vertical reach on his up B that you could drift towards the stage to the point where you finally are lined up, and then you could go for your up B, and at least Chrom goes hella high, But like with the Belmonts, I feel like if you're not careful, man, you get bodied. But I think they could also be a problem if in the right hands.
Yeah, I think Belmonts are like a mindset shift character. They're like a duck hunt. Like you have to think differently. But they're what do you guys think? EE said Young Link.
Ganon and Zelda are gonna fall again. Zelda's always gonna fall.
Zelda,
that's what Zelda does.
Yeah,
that's easy.
I'm already OD tired of all these fucking Zelda clips that I've been seeing on YouTube, or not YouTube, but on Twitter. They're like, oh, look at what you can do off the Phantom. Like, first of all, who's gonna get hit by that? So, but all right, we'll see.
Ganon is he's definitely still Ganon. Like, I was excited for him. I thought he'd be able to move. He's still you mid-range zone him, and it's like super hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that at least on my end, I think Pikachu is going to go down a bit, because I think a lot of people, there's certain people that still think Pikachu is like the best character in the game. I disagree with that. I think that Young Link actually is the truth. I actually think that Young Link is the character that we're going to see. That's my opinion. I think that just the conversions from just so much good damage as far as like the fair strings, the invincible bomb stuff that's there. The out of shield options are very important in this game. I feel like, because a shield grab and all these kind of things have universally been nerfed.
Yeah, wait, before you guys don't know, footnote: if you get pressured, if you aerial or if you just jump cancel something out of shield, that's a faster way for you to punish than going for the That's
the thing, you don't jump cancel in this game.
Well, basically, I'll show you the video that I have for you.
Footage. All right, but
You've seen it.
Vitamin L says, do you think that the influx of new players that Ultimate will bring in, myself included, will cause an overall positive or negative change in the community? I feel like there are pros and cons to each. No matter what, more people showing up and playing is always a good thing. Like, it's never a bad thing. There are certain changes that we might need to make and some considerations, but overall, it's never a bad thing to have more people either watching or playing, ever.
Yeah.
So.
It really comes down to just us.
Oh, really?
Like, us fucking.
Okay.
What happens is us fucking like making sure that whoever's new isn't like. We have to like teach them like the law of the land. You know what I'm saying? Like none we don't want no more. We don't want a bunch of toxic Fortnite people coming in. Calling people the N-word, thinking that's cool.
So I'm just doing the able
like we want to show people that like we are a good community, and this is how you can join the community without being like a head ass about it.
So it's a one frame input.
By example.
So just
up smash out of shield. Just do it. You can just.
Because I usually up smash. I never smash out of shield, so that's why.
So y'all on the show, right?
My bad. No, my bad. We're talking. We were talking about the. I just want a clarification because we're talking to the general public about the jump cancel thing. So man was just saying that you could just like up and do a move.
Yeah, so you can do like up A or up B.
Yeah.
At a shield without doing the jump cancel.
Yeah. So I had to get clarification on
Wow,
that.
that's crazy. So what do you think about the question we asked?
They changed it so people can play tap jump off and not suffer. Anyway.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the question we just asked?
I play with tap jump on.
That wasn't a question, but
Yeah, we definitely got jammed. He definitely said I didn't say anything. I was like, you win. You hop out of here.
That's pretty good. All right. But yeah, I think we answered enough. King Soda says, what's your favorite moment in Smash 4, whether it be a match highlight, whatever. Let's keep it quick. Everybody give me one. TK, you first.
I like commentating with my boys, and those are my favorite moments. Whenever it's the Blast Zone, or wherever it's D1, or wherever it's Bam, whenever it's Rod, whenever I'm commentating with my boys and we're having good blocks, then we're good. I said Blast. Did I not say Blast Zone?
Yeah, but you specified Coney.
I said Coney.
You specified Coney.
EE, what's your favorite?
Honestly, I probably like commentating with you if you stop falling asleep. Anyway,
I'm giving you the alley-oop. What's your favorite, EE?
Well, my favorite moment was actually in 2015 with one of my best friends when Nairo broke the streak. I thought that was incredible, and I was proud to be on the mic to deliver that moment with my friend.
He was wide awake that time.
Shut up.
D1, what's yours?
I have to say my favorite moments in Smash 4 would literally just be Civil War as a whole. Why? Because of the fact that it showed to me that all those people who I kept trying to pitch the idea of giving Smash 4 a chance at their events, be that like whether it's like just having an event there, like just as part of a multi-game tournament. That's what I meant to say. So having it there as part of a multi-game tournament or like an invitational or a summit, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of people kept hitting me with nonsense, even journalists. Oh, Smash 4 is literally just zero winning all the time. Big whoop, nothing different. When I saw Civil War, that was a good representation of the fact that, yeah, these guys may be really good, but at the same time, they're human. You can draw blood from them. So it was super cool to see not only Zero, but even like his main rival at the time during like one of the most exciting rivalries, Ally, drop early as well. I was just like, wow, dude, is this how the game's going to be now? You're just going to see all these crazy ass like upsets. And we even saw Link top 3 and Captain Falcon. That was pretty awesome for its time.
Bam, what about you?
Yeah, I would say Civil War as a whole, obviously. I put so much work into that event, and just to kind of see that whole thing like come to fruition and see how everyone enjoyed it. And then there was one special moment too before when I saw we had to run up before because it was after the crew battle, and I was trying to find Champ, and I see Champ sitting there by the side, kind of just like sitting there like a kid in a candy store, dude, just watching the event unfold. And I think on my end, like to see that and see kind of like the passion of the community and that dream come to like fruition, like was amazing. And then also for me, Pink Fresh versus Mars.
That was mad nice.
Yeah, that
set.
Yeah, that set was absolutely incredible, but also too like kind of the aura of everyone in the building and also the players, like kind of, they were like popping off like mid-match. But I feel like I still haven't really seen that kind of that level of bravado like coming out of like Smash 4 players like that when these guys were going at it. Almost kind of remind me some of the stuff that you see more so in the traditional FGC. And some of these guys, kind of like how Bronson will be sometimes, like for Tekken and too, and like just like some different guys. I just felt like it. I just love the energy there, and so like that, seeing that moment and seeing people kind of come out in their personalities, like people can really see like the personality of those guys. Amazing.
Yeah. Ben says, what are your thoughts on Rage? Should it be turned off or left on since it was nerfed? One, I don't think we can turn it off. I think people were wrong about that.
There's no Rage toggle, man.
Yeah, there's no toggle.
We've debunked that a long time ago. There's only a toggle in training mode, and it's not really like a Rage toggle. It's like a scale toggle or something like that.
On top of that, it's fine anyway. Like,
yeah, it's got super toned down.
It's 1.1 times now for Rage.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, its multiplier is not that much.
Straw Hat says, do you think Melee is going to officially die off with Ultimate coming? No.
No.
Oh, man. Melees are homers, dude.
Gamer says, Gamer says commentators versus YouTubers win. Okay, I'm just gonna say this really quick. I don't know what the fuck Keith was on thinking that YouTubers could ever be commentators. That's crazy.
Listen,
That's crazy.
The only way that the YouTubers could beat the commentators is if they were using top players as ringers too, which I think should be allowed because they're top players. So if we're talking about solely YouTubers, like the Shofus, the Keiths, the like Verlispies, the all that good stuff, versus solely commentators. Etica's like, no, they're gonna get slapped.
It's like, not close.
I don't even have to like. I don't have to play like even the play we have Bam's nice, Kataro's nice, Coney's nice, like Max is nice, bro. Like no,
that's not actually pointless. That's actually disrespectful.
Yeah, that's what I literally felt disrespect because of course YouTubers have bigger audiences of 9-year-olds, so they're like, oh, the epic forward aerial, like you know what I mean? Like they're super hype about their favorite YouTuber that
I'd also like to point out, we could actually make the call for ESAM and Zero to be on the commentator roster as well. Just for the record.
That's true.
Because
that's true.
They've done that, like they've done commentary like plenty of times at events. So like, I don't know what kind of loophole they're trying to pull.
I'm not saying that shit out. That all the YouTubers are bad because some of them had pretty decent results. Shofu was putting in work for a bit, and Alfred has got considerably better.
Yeah.
But for the most part, if we were it just would not go their way unless they all went, unless Shofu or like Alfred or like Etika went and took 8 stocks each or some shit. Like I feel like I couldn't see that going their way. So
and listen, we have no problem with the YouTubers themselves. They're fine. They just won't win. Like, there's no question. You're not beating commentators, period.
That's not happening.
It's not happening. Ariel...
I'm not putting myself on there either. I feel like I might get slapped, but I know a lot of commentators who are better than me, so...
Dr. Arielicious says, are you guys afraid they're going to make the DLC characters busted again? I don't know. Like...
I never cared about that stuff. I realized that whenever... They aren't under a microscope as long as... the characters that were, in the characters that the developers were watching for such a long time.
Yeah.
So we're fortunate that we're going to get patches in the future, and I just hope that Sakurai is more hands-on with the patches. It sucks to hear that he usually watches mostly Japanese footage, so lame. But I feel like he'd get way more data if he just watched the entire world.
Anyway. Let me see. Kevin
built the Fox beta, and it was the best Fox up to 2017.
That's
wow with that.
All right. That's
I'm out of here.
You crazy for that one?
Where did that come from?
Larry literally existed the entire time. That's all right. You got that one, bro.
You're crazy for that one. All right, Kevin says, when are we as a community gonna finally say enough is enough and put a stop to these ridiculous tech names? When
you
people
forgot
stop
what he also said. He said one more thing.
I'm not going to read that second part because it's not. That second part is directed at me, and it's hate, and it's toxic. So we don't allow toxicity on the stream.
I honestly...
The diction on the word toxic was immaculate.
Toxic.
I honestly really like that we were calling Empty Hops Tomahawk.
Toxic.
I can understand why people don't want to do that anymore. So.
Yeah, I'm not saying Tomahawk ever. Call Me Krillin says, do you think Nintendo will reveal something about Ultimate tomorrow during the Game Awards? I think it's a Metroid Prime 4
Why are you echoing?
trailer. That's it. Oh, did I leave that on? Sorry. How about now? Am I good?
Right,
okay, yeah. I have a dial and I can't see where it is. So when I try to hit the toxic, that's when. All right, am I good? I'm good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Johnson says, is stage redundancy the only reason to be conservative with stage lists? What's the harm in having too many stages other than that? The problem is that if you have 5 different versions of Battlefield and you don't group them all together, it's like, all right, I ban Fountain of Dreams and Battlefield. Oh, okay, let's go Yoshi's Story. It's like...
Or Dreamland, or whatever the fuck else is left, because I've given you so many of the same layout that it doesn't really matter. But
right,
anyway.
Yeah. Yep. Let me see. I'm trying to burst through a lot of these because I know we're getting on 2 hours. I don't want to keep you guys too long.
Yeah.
The Destined Hero. Who do you guys think is going to win the first Ultimate Major?
Shit.
That's a hard question.
Zero. Next.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Zero because you already know he's been playing. Anyway.
Yeah, it's a fine.
I will have a different take. I will say MK Leo.
Damn.
That's actually a good take.
I think Leo will win the first one.
That's a good.
You know,
not top 8, but he ain't gonna win.
check this.
Wow, where did Nairo?
Not the first one. He's not gonna win the first one.
I was waiting for at least one Nairo supporter.
I do support him. That's my little
I
brother.
saw this tweet from MK Leo that was like, "Guys, stop saying that I have ultimate. I promise you, I don't have ultimate." I went through his mentions. No one said that shit. So, I was like, bro, wait, why would you put yourself on blast like this, dog? Guys, why would you say I have ultimate? I definitely do not have ultimate. Definitely put who has mentioned MK Leo? No one, dog. No.
So somebody in the chat said, what do you think of J-Tail since he's always OD at the beginning of a game?
Back to back.
Yeah, local.
Not Coney's turn.
So I think it's going to be tweaked. I think why it's not going to be J-Tails. I think J-Tails is good at the beginning of games, but also people need to remember one of the reasons why J-Tails was great at the beginning of Smash 4 was literally because Leffen showed him how to play Diddy Kong. So like that also needs to be assumed there. He's someone who's very inquisitive. He'll like go around and ask people questions and figure out all the things that he needs to learn in order to improve the game very early. I think that's a very great attribute for him to have. He's always humble in that regard. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be him. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think J-Tails has a chance to get into a top 8, but I wouldn't see him winning nothing.
Yeah, I don't see him winning in the beginning.
Yeah.
You wild for that one. Anyway,
You crazy for that one.
What about Larry?
This is.
Oh, Larry too. But
I don't really know how to answer this question. Feel free to ignore it, but let me know if it's good. The Destined Hero Ultimate is similar to PM in terms of being edgeguard based, having a lot of viable characters and being very jank based. The game's not out yet, so we don't know any of that. But
yeah, that's dope. Next,
well, he has another. What do you guys think about how marketable Ultimate will be if top PM players bring PM culture to the biggest stages and streams? So what if big PM players come into the game?
that's also dope. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, fine. I thought I would ask it. We ask every question. Go
Wait,
ahead.
you're asking me how to get the most unmarketable game to become more marketable? And I love PM, by the way. I just want you to know that you're talking about an underground game, and you think that they're gonna come through and like bring this new wave of what's not already existing.
He's saying, what do you think will happen? How marketable will Ultimate be if top PM players bring PM culture to the big? I don't know what PM culture. That doesn't matter. Let's just.
I feel like if they played another game and we're really good at the game, even if we don't mention it on commentary, like that doesn't. I don't think it's bad. They're not going to be blacklisted from entering Ultimate events.
Yeah, Emu Killer is signed up for our online Arcadian because like technically he hasn't been ranked and he's super fucking good. So
what even is PM? All right, whatever. Next,
forget
That's what I was saying.
What's PM
That's
culture? I know. Young Perp Wave is. We talked about this before, so I'm just gonna bring it up in case he wasn't here. Is Squad Strike actually going to be taken seriously in tournaments? I see it being a side event. Or D1, can you repeat what you said?
a glorified
that will run concurrently with already pre-existing formats in a Super Smash Brothers competitive space.
There we go.
I like that. I like that. That's a very presidential answer.
So that's gonna. I think that with a hard cap is the right answer.
All right.
El Saint Sway, do you think Nintendo will take feedback on fixing or changing some hazardless stages like Yoshi Story Melee having fruit with hazards on items off? That's a good question, but I don't think so. I think they'll like it is what it is.
I think most of the patches will be about characters and stages. But anyway.
Yep. Young Purple Wave, what was your guys' favorite year for Smash? He said he would say 2013 because of PM.
Every year is better than the last.
I was gonna say, like, every year has something different and unique.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
For me. But if we were going to talk about, like, I guess my favorite year was the year that I decided to go full time. Like if I guess the most influential year was the year I decided to go full time. So that was like 2014, 15, and then I was still chilling.
Yeah, 2014 was my favorite year because it was right at the borderline before we actually started getting like full support from all these big companies. I guess that was like the last. That was like grassroots last big hurrah, you know. Like when we had like that big Apex in 2014 where it featured all sorts of different Smash games there, whether they were official, unofficial, all under the same roof, right? You know, Spooky brought his stream equipment and the quality was dope. We got to see PPMD spank all these players who we revere as gods. We saw Nairo get his big win, you know, over Zero. That was like ridiculous. I still remember that That's where the Nairo Apex emote comes from. And I remember being able to finally see Amsa like kicking ass. Because I heard about him, but to see him right there at Apex doing his thing, I was so happy to just see that, see impressive play from a Japanese Yoshi live. And yeah, I guess overall, yeah, that was like one of the last years too that I got to see the likes of an Armada facing off against an Emu Killer, a Leffen versus, you know, somebody from like another community that you'd probably see them from Brawl, you know?
Yep.
So those times were really cool. And like TK said, that was his big break in 2015. For me, when I lost my job, I got laid off in 2014 on my birthday. I just decided, all right, balls to the wall, fuck it. I'm going to just make this thing happen. And fortunately for me, I'm pretty hard-headed. When I have a goal, I try to see it through. So I was fortunate to be able to be in the place that I am now in the community.
Do you guys have any other answers?
2017 for me. I just feel like that was like obviously like working with the stuff with you see and everything like that. I think for me, just to see what a circuit could potentially look like in that capacity was amazing. And so that was a great time for me. That's definitely when I kind of stepped in the fold more so for a lot of things. Trying to do stuff not just in West Coast, but more so on like a global level and talking to more different companies and trying to see what I can do long term in gaming and like for the community. So that was definitely my favorite year, just to kind of see that and everyone kind of come out into the space and really try to be like, all right, well, esports. I feel like the community as a whole is more so starting to do so in 2017 and trying to figure out their way. And I think we found some good things that seem to fit. So
Yep.
I really like 2017.
All right, we got about 3 more questions, so let's be quick. Delfino says, what do you guys think about being able to Z-drop items while in grab and hit stun? That shit's crazy, and I think it's going to get patched out. I could be wrong, but it reminds me of the do you guys remember Mega Man when Smash 4 first came out and he could just up B out of everything? I think it's like that.
Yeah, it seems like an oversight more than a planned mechanic.
Yeah, I think it's bad. It wasn't as bad. You know, initially when I heard that, I thought it was like you can bomb pull like in the middle of a combo. Like you didn't have to have the item on hand.
Yeah.
If you have the item in hand, though, you're pretty much safe from any multi-hit move.
Right. So, I mean, it obviously is terrible, and I'd love it to be patched out. If it doesn't, I wouldn't be too upset about it. I think it's still really strong, obviously. But, again, you're basically cutting off a lot of your tools to just have a bomb in your hand the whole time. So, that's the way I see it. But, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully
Let me see. Yeah, it'll probably get patched out, I think. King Soda, what FGC and Melee player do you think will be the best in Ultimate besides Mewtwo King? I mean, Sonic Fox is trying real hard.
Before we get into this, I want to call out Mr. R for this farming ass tweet. All right. So he put this tweet that was like, who do you think is going to be the best Melee player in Smash Ultimate? Yeah. And it was like, Melee player, Mewtwo King. Like, who the fuck is not going to vote Mewtwo King? Like, that man has been good in every Smash game ever. You like farming ass bitch. Like, you're not slick, dog. You're not slick. Of course we're going to say Mewtwo King. Anyone who else says otherwise is just a super fanboy. Like, come on, bro. Anyway, if we're talking about straight Melee players, I think Mike Hayes has a really good shot. He was really good in Brawl.
I agree.
And I felt like he can definitely put his mind toward Smash Ultimate and be really good.
That's a good
And
answer.
if Fiction actually tries, he could
Fiction
do it too.
too. Yes, Fiction. I want to see my boy Shepard come in.
Oh,
He
the
quit.
window
He's not
to the
coming
soul,
back.
dog.
Oh, that guy, huh? The window to
The
the
window
soul.
to the soul, bro. Yeah, I only air dodge out because I'm a left-leaning liberal.
I was gonna say, like, I know you always get up attack because you feel scared of revealing your true self to people. Oh, really? Thanks, Fiction. All right. Sorry if you guys haven't followed my beef with Fiction on Twitter.
I would say Wizzy. I think Wizrobe has a real good chance.
That's a good answer too. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
As far as FGC, I'm just gonna go with Sonic Fox. He's the only one that's really
It's a good ass answer. Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Lord Knight.
I mean, he also played Melee too, though. So I'm talking about like straight up, like I don't play Smash and I'm getting into Smash. So yeah.
I mean,
I guess Lord Knight's a good answer too.
Yeah. I mean, Sonic Fox played Smash 4 and all that stuff too. He's just super, super trash.
Yeah, I thought he started playing Smash 4 like at the end. Like he just started doing Smash 4 shit.
He's been playing for a while. Like he just was like really was just that bad.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there is some FGC people that play. I know that Justin Wong and Chris G entered like an NXT Smash tournament before they played Yoshi and Diddy. Yeah, I know DeKill Sage. I mean, but even though he's kind of like a Smasher too, but he also plays fighting games. So there's a lot of crossover. But yeah.
Apology Man will be a good one. Beneath will be a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Last question. Very last question of the night. Kieran Baburam says, for new players, what are your thoughts on viable controller options? He also asked, I think he deleted the tweet, but he asked about third-party controller options. So, like,
like play what you want, man.
Yeah,
play what's comfortable to you, basically. I mean, third-party controllers for most people, like because we're so used to the first party that like we have a stigma that they probably suck. But like, if you grew up just playing third-party controllers and it's comfortable to your hands, then fucking, I'm saying, do you?
Yeah. I think most people play on a GameCube controller because that's what they know, and like that's what most people started with. But play what you like. That's basically it. Whatever is best for you.
What is going on here? Can we get them out of here? What are they doing?
What? Who? Oh, all right.
Get them out of here! Oh man,
they're gone.
Hey, wait, come on, man!
They're out.
Get them out of here! Get them out!
That's
Breaking
crazy.
street date, man.
Get them out of here!
Breaking street date, man.
All right. Actual last question. Here we go. Actual last question. And this is the blast zone, so we're going to you don't have to answer it, but I do have to ask it. The PGR Top 100 just happened. Hyuga and JK were not included. What do you think?
JK and who?
Hyuga.
Well, I think I'm gonna speak on this because I'm always very vocal.
I'll
about
turn
this
your
stuff.
cam off. Here you go. D1, I'm turning your cam off. It's fine.
But real quick, was Hyuga supposed to make it? Because like, does he have the results for it?
I don't know. Maybe it is a results thing, or maybe it is. We don't know.
All right, so
no way he can make it with where he's at.
For reference, Supergirl Kells was 100. So that's, and you can see the rest of it. So I don't know if that's,
I feel like Jake. I don't think JK. Please, JK, don't pull no triggers. But I don't think JK would have been on it regardless. Hyuga, I think. I don't know, man. Like when he ended or when he got like exiled from the community, I think Hyuga was like top 15, top 20.
Yeah, but it's been so long.
I know. It's been like 2 years. He had like those results up, but like missing like that whole chunk is probably would have worked against him anyway.
The PGRs are weighted too, so like the first one and the last one mean the least.
But some of those guys on there only had like 2.5 years of worth of work too. Like, what did Mewtwo King really do the last 2 years? Look how high he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
I
think Hyuga could have made a case.
I think the biggest thing that we should take away from this is that y'all need to stop depending on the Smash community to make the rights or the wrongs right. Like sometimes some shit just needs to be taken to the authorities. You know what I'm saying? And I get that like it's hitting people, where it hurts the most when like if someone sexually assaults you or someone tries to hit you with a car or whatever, to get them removed from like the one thing that you see them at. But that is like a serious offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you should take that to the authorities instead of taking it to a TO as if the TO is the all-seeing eye or the higher power in these cases. Like some of this shit needs to go to the authorities. And so like this is kind of a weird thing. And I'm like neither here nor there on it, but it has definitely opened up my eyes to some shit. Like I just had someone recently reach out to me about some girl who's she feels that she's been getting sexually assaulted by a player. And I'm like, there's nothing I can do for you. Like, all I can say is, yo, dude, don't do that. That's not cool. But what you should do is, if you feel strongly about this, if this is actually happening, to take it to the authorities. So
that's actually a good segue. So recently, and I think some people that are in this call right now were also included on this. If not, then I'm sorry, and if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But somebody DM'd a lot of Smash like figureheads recently because somebody in a YouTube comment on like a content creator's YouTube said that they were suicidal or something. And then they hit up a lot. It was like a Smash YouTuber, and somebody was like, I've been feeling really suicidal. And somebody DM'd like a lot of Smash figureheads and was like, can you guys all comment on this guy's post to make him feel better? And like, I understand what the idea is, but we're not qualified to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the same way that we're not qualified to be the judge, jury, and executioner. We're just fucking nerds, man. We just play video games and talk about it. It's a weird thing. And like you don't want to say that cuz like you want to help people, but yeah.
I don't want to put that much. I don't want to put that much power into my words. That's like if I don't know you, and then you like if I don't know someone and then your friend reach out to me and says, "Hey man, my friend's feeling suicidal. Can you say something to him to bring him back?" Like I can, and I probably would, but I don't want that power. I want you to tell your friend that he needs to seek professional help. Because like me just being a guy who is known in the community shouldn't be the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? Like I need you to like go above and beyond me because there's way more than to the world than just the Smash community.
D1, what were you gonna say?
Okay, well, one thing, and Bam's going to say something after.
Okay.
One thing I wanted to mention was when it comes to the Smash Brothers community, if there are times where people do actually go get help from the authorities, sometimes these guys will keep whatever happened on the low and still go to the events without letting people know what actually happened, in their private life, and might still like actually be in the same space as that person who dealt with issues with that particular person because that person is just like straight up like doesn't care about what's happening, feels like they could still go to events and be a repeat offender. So when things like that happen and a person from the community relays that they've been a victim of somebody doing some really crappy things, physical violence, sexual harassment, whatever, that's one of the reasons why we have that harassment task force now that tries to make sure they keep on a log of a lot of the things that do happen in the community, do a lot of research, make sure to get both sides of the story, get a full understanding of what truly happened, and then come to a conclusion with whether or not it's safe or wise for us to let this person back into our community, So it's definitely a hard call, but I'm happy that we are in a space now where people who were in power before, that just because they were a top player, top commentator, or like there's so many different things that people could be well known for, right? And because of that, they have like a big fan base, and it may be hard for that one person who was a victim of somebody being a real piece of crap to them. It'll be hard for them to want to be like, hey, this person actually legitimately did something. And they're like, oh, how could this one person do that? He has a squeaky clean record. We don't believe you. You're trying to crap on this person. Then what if out of nowhere he actually was a piece of trash, and that it was figured out later down the line? It's a bad look. So I'm happy now that we're trying to have more responsibility in the community. It's still hard, of course, just like Tiki said. Make sure to reach out to the authorities, but also at least let your local TOs know, because it would be bad to have like a person who's blatantly just no bueno, capable of either stealing or just has a bad record of doing things to people who are part of the Smash community, and maybe that victim was too scared to come out with it. Finally comes out with it. At least now we'll have less of the potential of that thing reoccurring.
Sure.
So,
yeah. Bam, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say like it's kind of the same thing. Like it's the middle ground. I think that we do have some stuff, do certain things about our community and kind of police our community in a way. I think that when it comes down to like when you have issues that are happening, maybe more so on the local level, where it's like, okay, you do have people like harassing people. It's like, all right, I do think that people like there should be leaders. You talk about it, you discuss it, you see if these people should be removed from these tournaments. But then also at the same time too, it is a thing where obviously like you should be pointing them to the right authorities. For myself, my ex, like she my ex for like 10.5 years, like she basically before had been a sexual assault prevention educator. So she had taught me a lot of things to do in those kind of situations and to help be a victim advocate, blah, blah, blah. So for on my end, I dealt with a lot of that stuff, whatever happened in SoCal. I did help a little bit in NorCal, but primarily SoCal is always assisting whenever those issues arise. But again, it's a thing where I'm going to do what I can in my capacity, but afterwards it needs to be that these people go to authorities, that these people need to be given the right tools so they can be empowered and they can do what they need to do, right? But yeah, it's a thing where there's a middle ground there. I'm not. We are like the majority of people who are going to be community figures. I'm sorry, you're not well equipped to be in a place where you can actually help anyone in that capacity. Like a lot of us, like are not like that's not what we do, right? Yeah. And people sometimes because they see us as figures for gaming, it's kind of like you said, like we're nerds. We do this gaming. Yes, we all have like some of us do have expertise in certain fields, whatever. But like in that, like just because you're the TO or someone doesn't mean that you're gonna know what to do in a situation where someone's boyfriend punches them in the mouth every night after a tournament. Like that, like you can, and that can't be just that burden can't just be on you, right? So
yeah,
I
we're
think
not responsible for that.
Exactly. So it's like we need to understand that we are community figures, and know where to point people, and at least to assist with immediate concerns. But I think outside of that, it's like again, people need to be pointed to authorities. Like I'm like there should be no world where literally I don't care who they are. Like I don't care if it's like Vayseth, like D1, like you guys, me, whoever, like us sitting in a room together, we're not going to be the ones who are going to like crack open this like domestic violence case. Like no, like that's not how it works. So
yeah, but at the same time,
we can only do so much, basically.
Yeah, at the same time,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. The main thing I just wanted to make sure the note that I wanted to end on is if we have a community where people don't feel safe, then we're doing a bad job. So as long as that's what we are, as long as that's what we're trying to continue to keep in the community, like if we make sure that people that attend these events feel safe, then we're doing a good job. If we somehow are in a place where the people who are part of the community don't feel safe because of us letting certain people just run amok in the scene after, clearly doing things that are not okay with other members of the community, then we're doing a bad job as a community.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, well, that got kind of heavy at the end, but I hope you guys enjoyed Blast Zone. It was a pretty good show.
Yeah, man. Bottom line, don't be touching people you ain't supposed to touch, and stop trying to hit people with cars. Like that's whack.
I think bottom line is that Smash Ultimate comes out in 26 hours.
If you live in
The bottom line is treat people with respect, and yeah, Smash Ultimate's coming out.
Okay, but the bottom line,
when it comes out.
But the bottom
not
line.
even here, man. What is this? Did Phil come for no reason?
Wait, is he asleep?
No, what? First of all, I've been listening and taking this in because
you know what, Phil? Give us the bottom line. What's the bottom line?
The bottom line is at the end of the day, like we're not here to be civil servants. We're just here to be civil. So contact your authorities and or counselors for any kind of issues you have.
I don't think
you know what I'm saying? Like any kind of like sexual crimes, racketeering, anything like that. At the end of the day, it's Treyway, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So
he summed it all up.
He got it. That was the Blast Zone, guys.
That's the Blast Zone. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back. I don't know how often we're going to do the show. Every week, every other week. We'll figure it out.
Probably every other, because we got a lot of travel. Well, we definitely have a lot of traveling to do in the first month.